Today, 4 incredible squads are fighting to stay in the competition and make it to the final weekend. It's Elimination Day. Hello and welcome to Day 7 of Game Changers Championship, coming to you live from Lol Park in Seoul, South Korea. I'm Mika, back on the desk once again with Kukuka and Baby Bay. What's up, guys? How are you feeling?
Let's go. Feeling good today. That's what I'm saying.
You feeling good?
How you feeling today?
I mean,
get some good sleep?
No, I didn't. It was a very long day. I'm still a bit jet lagged. It happens. It's okay. I'm very happy to be here. Yesterday was a long day. Ended up with 2 EMEA teams losing, and I hope that fate changes today. Otherwise, I will join you, Mika, and we can suffer together, and we'll be just fine. We'll be
okay. We'll be okay. It'll be fine. You know, it's a new day. Who knows what will happen? But here's a quick reminder for you all. Please do link your Riot accounts to Twitch for drops during GCC. You can score the Go Off player title right now and an exclusive KO spray during the grand finals on Sunday. We know you guys love your drops. We know you guys love the free stuff. So please don't miss an opportunity to get all of this GCC goodies. Have you guys experienced these drops and everything?
I was about to say, I don't know about you. I have my account linked though.
I have my account linked.
I know
Mika.
somebody here doesn't have their account linked.
Let's talk about what happened on stage yesterday. Because
I will give you that. They do give us the drops. They just put it in our accounts. I will give her that.
Okay, this is me like full on auntie moment. Okay, I don't know how. Somebody help me. But anyway, we have to help EMEA first and foremost because Kukuka.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this to you because we saw Team Liquid take down G2. It was not a good day for EMEA.
Amazing this round. I think that this is probably one of the reasons why I couldn't sleep. And I think that probably G2 also had nightmares about that last round on Split.
Oh, yeah.
I think that the first match delivered so much, and so did the second one. I think that after the first map, we thought that, you know, SR had this in the bag, that it was going to be very quick, and Haven was absolutely amazing. Also loved the new comps that we got to see the teams play in. We got some adaptations on the side of Haven and also on Sunset coming in from SR. And I think that Mel put it very perfectly. You cannot take to be paying attention to these games.
Yeah, absolutely. And today we've got back-to-back elimination matches as well. It's G2 Gozen versus MIBR, and then later we have Visa Crew Blaze taking on Carmine Core. This is going to be really exciting because elimination matches, you know, there's something else when teams' backs are against the wall, when there's no more safety net, when you know that elimination is just a few minutes away.
Yeah, and also MIBR and Crew got a chance to watch their opposition, right, all day yesterday. So they kind of got a day to like chill out, and now they're kind of like, maybe they could do shantying here, you know? So it's going to be kind of scary for, I think, G2 and KC going into this.
I think it's also the fact that when you have just lost a game and you're going into the lower bracket and you're facing up against someone that has already have their backs against the wall and are already fighting, they've already find a new momentum, a new tempo to be fighting in, you know, fighting in all those final tweaks. So I will give them just a slight advantage to MIBR and Crew, but you know, anything can happen.
Yeah. These lower bracket matches are very, very scary, but they're also very transformative. You see the best come out of all these players when everything is on the line. And we want to know, because elimination matches are the subject of today's MasterCard fan poll, so please do let us know which regions you think will advance. Scan the QR code below over there, and we will see if you guys cast your vote for EMEA, South America, or hey, maybe both, and we'll have the results in just a bit. Oh, yes, Wingman is also part of this MasterCard fan poll. Please do get your votes in. And make sure you use the hashtag VCT Game Changer so that we can feature you guys on the broadcast too. Have you ever been featured on the broadcast? I know I got some screen time last week. I did. Yeah, I did. I was cheering for it. You did not. No. Are you joking right now? Are you joking?
How do you take Drake seriously?
G2 baby,
such a big mistake.
Baby.
Come on, yo. I don't know too much coffee today, all right?
Well, ahead of GCC, we're going to bring it back here. Ahead of GCC, we had Ender sit down with Cruz Biazic and Dodds for a quick chat to see how well they know each other. How well do you guys know each other, by the way?
Too well.
Way too well. No. We're going to see how Dodds and Biazic know each other. So check out this video.
Crew Blaze's Dodds and Biazic have been teammates for a few years, so let's see how well they know each other in a game of duo queues. The game is pretty simple. I've got some questions here I'm going to read, and you have to answer them, either Biazic or Dodds. Write down those names, and if you get the same answer, that means you got great synergy. If you don't, then you two are in trouble. So you ready to do this?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
The first question is, who rages more in game? This one should be pretty obvious. Are you ready?
No,
Ready?
no, wait.
Okay, wait.
Okay.
All right,
ready.
3, 2, 1, reveal. Oh, wait, we
it's so-
disagree.
Oh, okay.
Not
Oh,
me.
no. In ranked and deathmatch, me. In scrims, you.
Okay, is
Okay.
that fair?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We agree.
It makes
What
sense.
about on stage?
On stage, her.
Okay.
That
All
way.
right. Let's try another. Who gets up earliest in the morning? Who wakes up earliest?
I'm ready.
Ready?
All right, reveal it to the camera. Nice.
Yeah, obviously.
How early are you waking up?
8:30. No, yeah, 8:30, 9. Depends of
Okay.
the shadow schedule.
And what about you, Biazik?
11.
Me too. Okay, who takes the longest to get ready? Like to get ready to play a game,
Play a
like
game.
with warm up and.
Warm. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No. Obvious. Okay.
All right,
3,
reveal?
2, obviously.
Are we doing like death matches?
Yeah, deathmatch, callbacks,
Uh-huh.
I
like
don't play.
1 hour at least.
1 hour. Well, you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Nothing. You're
She's the
like.
captain.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And you're just
I
doing
play
fine.
one deathmatch and ready.
That's cold. That's cool. I respect that. Okay. Who has the most hobbies outside of Valorant?
Okay, ready.
Ready.
All right. Let's reveal.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
obviously.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing.
You
I
don't do
just play. I
anything?
just play Valorant.
Biazik, what are your favorite hobbies?
I like esports and gym.
Okay. Yeah.
Things like this.
That's more than 0. Now, during scrims, who cracks the most jokes? Who's the funniest player in scrims?
Ooh. Like in the team or?
Just between you two.
Okay.
But I'll ask about the team afterwards.
Okay. Ready.
Okay, ready.
All right, reveal.
Oh wait.
Nice, very good, very good. Same answer. What about the team? Is there someone funnier than you?
Michaela.
Michaela? Okay.
Yeah. So funny.
She's funny.
Now, who's more likely to talk to someone that they don't know? Like,
Obvious.
yeah.
Obvious. Que é mais simpático.
Ah.
Well, Dodd thought it was obvious. Do you think it's obvious?
No.
Let's reveal.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, turn it. Okay.
No, it's obvious. I'm so shy.
Okay.
She's much extrovert.
Me too.
Nah.
But maybe a little less shy.
Too shy.
That's okay. How about this? Who scrolls social media longer?
Easy.
Maybe.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
ready.
reveal.
3, 2, 1.
Very good.
Yeah. Obvious.
That checks out.
I
Shy.
spent like
social
3
media.
hours in Twitter scrolling like.
All right.
I don't
Thank
really-
you so much for playing the game. I think you guys had really good synergy. You got most of them. Most of the same answer.
One?
Yeah.
Yeah, just one.
One.
Except for who rages more, which is
Yeah,
maybe
no,
a
it's
problem.
fine, but he had a reason.
Yeah, okay.
He had a reason.
And you know what? Maybe we'll find out when you guys play in a few days. So thanks so much for playing.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I feel like it's also because who rages more is a very subjective question, right? It's like, no, I don't rage, you rage. But before we get into today's first matchup, we are going to play a quick game. Hey, Bea, guess what? I've got a black space for you.
Oh, and
And I'll
you
write your
You
name.
write my name? Okay, I I like where this is going.
We are playing blank space, and here's how it's going to work. We're going to have a statement about GCC. There's a blank space, and we're going to have to fill it in with a word or maybe a phrase that is appropriate, okay? So it's pretty easy, and I'm going to join you
chat,
guys
you
for
got to
this
play
one.
with us, okay?
You want to play with us too?
Yeah.
So, for example, we have this. We will see blank come out of the lower bracket as our first question. Ooh, this is...
I got that on.
All right, ready? Boards up. Wait,
Momento.
wait.
One moment, sorry.
God, so
I just
impatient.
leaked.
Okay,
I just leaked.
all right. Boards up,
I
please
went
show your
MIBR.
answers. Oh, same.
Yes.
Same MIBR for me, and crew for Baby Babe.
No one's gonna ask me why.
Okay, why?
Why?
Dods. Okay. I went MIBR. I think that I got severely influenced by what Daiki said yesterday about they want to phase them in the final. And I'm kind of like very down for that storyline. I really like it. I love the firepower. I love the double duelist, and I agree with you.
Yeah. And for me, it's SRN. Yours, Dodds. I'm like SRN. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I can see
fair,
it.
I
fair.
go with my Gay Bastardo.
Yep. Okay. All right. Let's have the next statement. We have, I think, Dodds has potential too.
I'm so sorry.
My answers are long. Wait.
This one's easy for me.
Okay. Are you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Wait. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Hiding over there.
Yeah, I'm just. Okay, I'm just.
Okay.
Ready?
I was gonna write something else.
ready?
This is Andre. This is Andre.
Go. Okay.
Scroll
So we have
media.
pop off.
I was gonna-
We have frag, and I have
Yes.
scroll social media on day based on the SOT that we just
Okay.
watched.
Okay.
Huh?
Yeah.
This is Dre's.
What?
What do you mean? Did you not watch the video?
On the whole run? But like, you think Dodds is just gonna be on social media the entire run?
No, it was like I have. I
Yes.
think,
Like
yeah.
on the stage,
Yes.
just scrolling,
Yes.
Yes.
not
It doesn't
popping
matter.
off.
And it
Because
doesn't
our
matter.
statements are
And
very
crew will win.
serious.
Okay.
Okay. I get
Also,
about
you
that.
just totally copied my answer during rehearsal. I just want to call that out.
What? I would never.
No, it was go off. I'll give him
I
that.
was on brand. I was on brand.
Sometimes
Next
I love
statement.
going against Dre, but
Next
this one.
statement.
Okay.
Something his fans would be surprised to know is that Baby Babe is actually
Stop.
very.
Stop. Wait, chat. Do
Yeah.
not answer this one. Don't answer this question, chat. Don't answer this. Don't answer
Chat,
this.
please.
No.
Please answer this question.
thoughts
Please send a DM over to myself and Kokuka for this one, for your thoughts on this. Please.
I already know the
want
chat.
it.
I'll be the chat's voice on this one. I'll be the chat's voice on this one. I got it. I got us, chat. I got
Okay.
us. Why are you laughing like that? Why are you
I
screen
seriously
peeking?
cannot
Why
believe
are
you
you
put that. I
screen-
seriously, Dre, I cannot believe you wrote that down. And I
Are
love
you
you for
ready?
it. Yeah, I'm ready. I want to see Mika's first. I want to see Mika's
Okay.
first.
Mine first?
Yes.
Okay. Baby
Oh,
Babe's
what is
actually very much a green flag.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, I'll take that. I'll take the OW.
Okay, I think that we should save
Alright.
yours for last. So
Okay.
mine is actually very honest,
Okay.
and is that you're very caring. And I just put word here because he does speak with singular words sometimes, but he's a very
Word.
caring person.
Word.
Like he's actually.
Word.
I know,
Word.
I know how it looks like and everything, but he's actually a sweetheart.
Aw.
And
Yeah.
what did you put, Dre?
I'm the chat's voice. He's actually very bald. Our answers could not have been more different. But every
it's the
time I
first
stream, I'm getting roasted for baldness. Like, yo,
Not from us.
30-year-old Come on, yo.
Not from us.
Man.
Well,
I think your hair looks fine.
Appreciate that.
I've seen
Appreciate
worse.
That. You know
I
what?
love that.
That was a green flag.
I love that came from you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God. Oh my god. Oh no! I wasn't! I wasn't talking at all! I just realized! Why am I typing this? Zan! You're the I cannot hear you. Okay, wait. Can you hear DCC? I actually don't know if you can hear DCC. I'm so sorry if you don't. I'm so sorry. And also, am I on earphones? I don't think the gym will appreciate if they just hear a random person just commentating over, I don't know, Valorant esports. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I was muted. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad I was muted actually.
Made us think that they had an amazing.
I was speaking nonsense for the longest time. Have to go now. Bison, what did you think when I said you have no audio? I thought you just couldn't hear me because usually I have that on. Okay, my fault. That one, my bad. You're the only one I can hear. You can't hear GCC. Okay, wait.
That plays a factor in your mind. Like, yo, these two.
I'm gonna crank up this.
And you're kind of gonna feel that fear in the server too, because you're like, are they
Gonna.
especially if you have a bad start.
There you go. I think you can hear it now.
They have this aura when you know that they're playing against them. Even when you know that, okay, they kind of hover on B here. And when you go into B, you're kind of like...
Can you hear it now? Because I'm just like
One of those players.
trying to hear it over.
From last year.
I kind of just not really commentate, but more so just listen to it
With all the changes that we've
and just put my own thoughts. Especially as someone that hasn't watched like esports much before. I think this is the first time I actually got invested in watching anything esports. I tried on Insta if ever. Alright, thank you, Zon.
Head of today's match.
Love you. Stay safe.
Yeah, Sayuri, hello. So lower bracket run could be very nerve-wracking. What is your conversation with the team around it? Because belief from the outside, from the fans, seems to be really strong.
Yeah, we changed our strategy. You know, we are like a little afraid to play, but now we are very confident and we will not be afraid anymore to play our game.
New mentality, stronger MIBR. Thank you. 네, 사유리 선수에게
She's so cute. She is so cute, and you wouldn't believe
She's so
what
cute,
she's able
actually,
to
yeah.
call in the server, the big brain plays that she has, that she's able to actually stand up to all these heavyweight teams. But she's so adorable, and it's like it looks are so deceiving in this case, especially when she has players like Bastarda and SRN on her team. I remember one of the first days I was here, I was hanging out, and I saw SRN, and SRN came up to me and said, "You know what? We're ready for this tournament because it's me and Bastarda all the way."
Wow, that's cute though.
see it, especially when we are looking at the lower bracket run. Do not get me wrong, when in the
Also, that username, gang, I see you, gang, I see you. I love that name. I dig it.
the game has been progressing and as these days have been going by, you can definitely tell that they're an absolute menace when they're in this double duelist. That duel between Bastarda and SR
I'm gonna
is
entry that
causing
too.
really
Yeah,
big
I
damage.
think I can let
Most
this
of the
go now.
matches, most of the maps that they've won, and
Can I let this go?
have been off
Wait, who are the
so
people that I
something that has
usually
been, especially
look
regionally
for
G2 as
for
well.
emotes?
So
I
this
have to check
clash that
that.
we're going to see today, baby, I think it has to do with that.
Yeah,
Steal
and
art
there's
styles
nothing scarier than
from
playing,
Nito Kanashi and
the players that have no
Kairi.
clueless players.
But
Like,
no, not
when
Kairi,
they like that,
Kairi.
people Just pop off and pull off
Oh,
these
Kairi ne.
ridiculous moments. And I mean, it's just so overwhelming to play against that.
For sure. It's that.
For sure.
Right. Because MIBR, they have this fearlessness.
Okay, that's
about them.
one.
Even when they are down.
Then the other one
Loss against
is
Shopify Rebellion earlier,
that's
might have
Ito
been
Kanashi,
early on in the
and this one is
tournament,
Okairi
then
art.
they come out
Okay,
of
there you
it,
go.
then they are
Okairi
in
na.
full force here.
I think that something that has been spoken a lot about this year is the
Duplicate.
fact that you want to keep the vibes, you want to keep the momentum. That is very good, like to keep a strong mental. And having this kind of rounds, having your gameplay decided to be like very explosive, very on this crazy plays, and people having some crazy rounds and getting some crazy numbers, end up in that kind
I
of.
want your emotes. I want your emotes hard,
You
Chaz.
have to have them.
Yeah,
And,
why?
We talk a lot about SRN, but we actually
What's
spoke with
up,
SRN about
gang?
MIBR's run and facing off against G2 once again in this open
Why?
player moment.
What have I done to you? I got
Hi, I'm Asher.
what? What?
What?
What do you mean you got a girlfriend? What? Where the fuck did this come from? What is GF? What is GF? Am I saying that wrong? What the fuck is that?
Our game, I think the most
So they do color their line art.
was
Do I want to color my line art?
ourselves. Against SR, we lost Pro, we lost Corrode, because we actually
Kuru.
was not trusting yourselves. And I think now we end. As I said,
Do they have other good friends?
the last 2 years,
Don't play with me, sir. Don't play with me.
have conversations, we need to trust ourselves.
Don't fucking play with me, gang. But yes, you got good friends. That's good. I'm proud of you. But also, sir! Sir! Commissions are on hiatus. Okay, I don't think they have any...
We have this game against G2 now. Last year, we
Ooh.
played against them 2 times. The first time
Okay,
we
so
lost.
not this one,
It
definitely.
was a 3-0. I don't think that anyone in G2 are dangerous, so I'm pretty confident.
Okay, I'm gonna go look at what the Tokanashi again does. Eh? Nandi mo. Also, we've talked about this before, chat. Focus on your gym.
I mean, it's still G2. That's
No
what I have to
one's
say.
dangerous?
It's still G2, right?
Esther just said no one on G2 is dangerous.
How can you think that when you
Oh
have,
no,
again,
wait.
Petra,
You think you guys can see that? Oh no.
so well. Yes, they took a loss. They were in the lower bracket right now, but I feel like that's a G2 that's even more dangerous. Even though the Brazil region seems to be, you know, G2, they seem to have G2's number rather. What do you think of that, Kakuka?
I think that the first time G2
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
against these Brazilian teams, and the second
My
time
bad.
around they just fumble a little bit. I think that SRN said it perfectly, and we've been seeing it. They actually, for some reason, and I love this storyline and I love this moment in time that we are, G2 are the ones that have to prove they can
I have to turn that off, dude.
It hurts to watch it over again, doesn't it?
So, should I actually?
Like that, I mean, is that the mental block that G2 just has against Brazilian squads? Because it really felt like that should have gone to another OT round at least, right?
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
it just gets thrown away. So I think that G2 are going to have to really dig deep in this series and get over whatever that mental hurdle is that they have.
Yeah, especially we look at that last round and we talk about it and we cry about it over and over again because it was just how telling how much, I guess, G2 got in their own heads in that moment.
Absolutely. Words out of my mouth, because in so many cases we see a G2 that has the round, that the initial plan is so good, and it's in these late moments that they get very nervous, and you can see it in the decision making of something that
I
we do
don't
not
know if I dig it.
sometimes happens that we're like, oh, that hurts, because you can think about them thinking about.
I really don't know if I want to dig the colored line. It looks good, but I personally don't like it.
Yeah.
Personally, don't want it in my
You can
thing.
get in your own heads, but I would say on G2, the one player that is least likely to happen to is actually Vanya. She's ice cold, and we saw yesterday just the diversity that she has on so many agents in the controller role, Bea.
Yeah, I think that for such a long time, like, we know she's a very good controller, but to me, it is very difficult to see a player that is
Okay.
not just a good
So I
Omen
actually
or a good
have
Astra
to-
or a good Brimstone. Vanya has absolutely everything. We saw so many plays yesterday, for example, from the Astra using the pull right behind this, so they don't have time to get the diffuse. In this round, we see her baiting with the classic and then getting the Bucky out, then thinking, oh, she has nothing. No, she does, and she is good for.
Oh yeah, it
So
is.
seeing the versatility in
Yeah.
as you're saying, she's always so comfortable. I do not see her making those mistakes, Trey.
No, and
I really like those emotes that are just so simple to look at and don't use any other like line art colors because I feel like it's too much. But I think I need it here. But I don't want to have it here. No, that's fine. Let's see how it does first with just full black.
Thinks that way, right? Who thinks
such
to
a good
play
gameplay.
the role, the agent in that way? And it's because of these such unique creativity.
You know what? That's fine.
that
Let's
you
see
actually
how
get
it'll
this kind
go.
of Performance, right? Like we were talking a lot about the Brimstone on Kuro. It was like big question mark,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You wanted to take a closer look, Kakuka, on
Yes.
like why that was so important.
I definitely did not stay awake yesterday until 2 a.m. watching this, 'cause I was like, there's something to it, and we were talking about it yesterday when we were watching it, and I had to like wrap my head around it and just be like, okay, let me like actually pay
How
attention
is it
to
working?
exclusively to what is Vanya doing, how can we justify the Brimstone happening. So I wanted to take a look at a round and just explain to people why Brimstone and why this is working, what is like the theory behind what they're doing. So I'm just going to a full screen on the map right now, and I'm going to show really quickly. This is just round number 9. I want you to pay attention.
Oh, this was in the Kurode yesterday.
We
Okay.
see a Brimstone smoke used bottom mid. Please, Dre, feel free to jump in anytime you want. So bear in mind, the Brimstone smoke lasts for 20 seconds. First of all, they're playing against the Viper. They've decided to not use the Viper wall towards mid, and I think that is a good thing, especially against this kind of smokes, because the timing of the wall is always going to be surpassed by that Brimstone smoke. Bear in mind, Vanya has 3 of those.
You also can't see over it from the top mid box either because of how big.
Oh shoot, I forgot something.
Exactly. So then you have to deal with that. Do you guys remember how Mimi and Ender were losing their minds yesterday, being like,
No.
Ah, yeah, that was so fun to hear. Like the 2 commentators yesterday. Such a fun vibe. I love them
they
both.
had to use a lot of time learning how to deal with this. So for example, in this round that I'm going to play real quickly, we see that the G2 also uses the hunt. And we're going to see Team Liquid just using the knife top mid. So the problem with this smoke and what if
Is this the way?
Team Liquid in most of the situations has to use something. In this case, it's the knife. We've seen them also use the drone. I don't want to show you 3,000 rounds here, so I'll just tell you. Using the drone, which is a very important piece of utility.
Okay, I think
for
that's
Team
good.
Liquid to even get onto side. But they're using it to gain control over mid. Why is it important to have this? At the end of the day, G2 is playing a double duelist composition. We know how Akita plays, how she might
Very
even try to find. Yeah, exactly. She can find an insert either here or here. This is something that you have to go over, because if you are to completely ignore it and you go on to execute any of the sides, you are at risk of getting pushed from behind very, very quickly, and there's nothing that you can do about it. So very quickly, I'm going to show what happens. Oh, sorry. What happens in this round more specifically. And it's the fact that after that smoke is used and after that knife
Yeah, I have
is
to
also
actually
used,
call her.
look at where Vanya is playing. She's an absolute menace. She's just playing contact on B, right?
With
so what
Thorns.
happens with Thorns? Exactly. So
I don't understand any of that.
exactly. So if someone is to die,
Mainly because I'm not paying attention, so that's also my fault.
protected thanks to those thorns. Why is she playing contact? Because the moment that she sees someone, just gonna clear the full screen.
Oh my god, wait, these are analysts for a reason.
Smoke onto B. There it is. Another one. So
Another one.
another one.
I'm so confused. I am.
Now you're in a position where
I actually find it quite entertaining to watch it in general or just have it in the background, but I don't actually get a lot of the strats. I'm just here for the vibes.
you are not able to see any.
I'm just here for the vibes, dude. I'm just here for the
The
vibes.
only info that you've been able to get is with that knife onto mid. This also allows them to rotate very fast, Ray.
Yeah, look at how many members are here. It's insane. If you commit on B here, you're just gonna get fried.
Yeah. So it's an absolute.
Oh, no, absolutely the fuck not.
Very specific, but it's very complicated for.
No. Okay, so I can't do that either.
Also, when they get so many rounds in a row to deal with the brainstorm on top of it, yeah, I'm gonna give props to G2 for that one.
Yeah. It's such an annoying time killer too.
Well
like for.
That was good. That was really good.
What is it? See, green flag. What did I tell you guys?
She just killed it.
What did I tell you guys? Green flag. He's so supportive. He's so supportive. But you know what? I think women support women a lot better, despite everything that Babyface's been doing for us.
He's good.
Definitely.
He's one of us.
And I want to send it back to
One
another
of us.
amazing woman, one of my goats here in this tournament. It's Petra. We're gonna send it back to Jen.
Oh, Petra, right.
G2's Petra about this match.
Hello, Petra. So close game against Team Liquid yesterday. So did you feel like the loss was at all about
Valorant,
mentality or
VCC
momentum?
brackets. I should
And
probably
what
check the
was your
brackets
priority coming into tonight?
right now.
I don't think it was really mental or momentum.
Oh, Petra was one of the people that I watched yesterday. That
We're
was
gonna do it again today. Today we're gonna show
that
a
was
little bit
very
more, fearless gaming and it's
sweet,
more of a
very
mental
sweet,
game today.
very kind. Or it looks very sweet because she smiles a lot.
Oh, it's more a mental game today than it is yesterday. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's Team Liquid and Shopify, and then we have G2 and MIBR. Yeah, G2 and MIBR.
Crazy brawl or something.
Yeah.
Like,
Sheesh. Okay, we got this.
Like, this,
I mean,
this
I
might be-
expect MIBR to do so. I think that the pressure is more on the G2 side. Petra now spoke some big words. Let's see if they can keep up with it.
I know. It's I'm getting goosebumps here. I am prepared for this to be an all-out brawl if it is gonna be. It is also time for the results of our MasterCard fan poll. Earlier we asked you which regions will survive today's elimination day. The results are in, and wow, people want both. People want both. I think it's hard to make up your mind, of course, with matches like this. But a large percentage also think that it's EMEA only.
I mean, I do not blame it. I think that both. I think that I'd be happy with one team surviving. And
can see
again,
it.
I'm very down for the MIBR round.
Yeah,
Half and half.
I can see it both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I highly doubt that you chose both.
No, I didn't. I actually went for my. Mika, do you remember that yesterday we went opposites?
No.
Now
Talent predictions. Damn. Okay.
let's go EMEA.
1-1.
When I'm looking at this,
Don't brag!
all I see is that me, Ender, and Potter no ball. We know ball. And I'm talking
Okay.
about Cree right there.
While you are probably right, let's talk about like all of the possibilities that could happen in this match. As we mentioned, you know, we have two teams that are ready for an absolute bloodbath. It is going to be a revenge match as well, a very, very heavy one. Final thoughts before this match begins.
Didn't they fight? No. Oh my god. Didn't they fight each other before
Very
too?
high quality and good preparation from both.
I think this is gonna be whoever starts off hot is gonna take the win. Honestly.
For sure. MIBR and G2 are ready to take the stage. Day 7 of Game Changers Championship starts right now.
Hi, Bis. Oh. Sorry to go. Am I? I'm so fucking happy that they actually got commissioned for this shit. I'm so down for Cat's Eye with Valorant. Fuck yeah, dude. Oh, and Megan plays Valorant. She definitely convinced him, dude. Focus over me. I go MIA. Go. I'm so happy to hear that. I really got back into Valorant esports. Well, not really. I got into Valorant esports mainly because of the Cat's Eye collaboration. Okay, I fucking love it so much.
Out of this lower bracket, but MIBR stands. MIBR have proven themselves against this team before in such dominant fashion. But the question is, who is hungrier for that trophy? We are about to find out.
Yeah, and I already know we're about to see a bunch of double duels. It's gonna be.
I don't think I'm dash. In the bag. Don't come now.
It has to do, I think that mid-rounding is going to be very important. Yes, we heard what Petro said, but at the end of the day, we are watching the game from the outside. We are seeing when those mistakes are happening. Let's hope that to see if they can fix them. You speak about the duo duelists. Let's take a look at the map meter right here. And MIBR has decided they do not want to see it for me. I understand. Completely buy your baby.
Bind, Sunset, and Split. All right.
Double duelist, that is a menace. That is something that we expect from that first map, from that bind. And very interestingly so, G2 has decided to go to Sunset. Do you guys remember when we were speaking about the last time these two teams went up against each other? That ended up in a Sunset, and it was a 13-1 for the side of MIBR. But right now, it is a map where they do not play the double duelist. So probably one of the reasons why they decided to go onto that Sunset. We said also that all bangers end on Split, and I was kind of expecting also MIBR to maybe go for that Split. So love to see that is the third map.
Yeah, there's a lot of ghosts or unfinished business here for the side of G2, and I love where this is going. Even the maps like alone, storylines are just firing, and for MIBR, I feel like this is them on that run, ready to prove that they are ready for that trophy. The finals has always slipped away from them every single time. G2, of course, former champions, they want to get back there, but for MIBR, it's like this is our moment, this is our chance.
Yeah, and it's still so insane that one of these teams is going to get eliminated right here, right now, right? We got to talk about the stakes again. I mean, these are teams that got 2nd and 3rd last year, and now you're going to go out 5th, 6th, right? I mean, this is such a crazy matchup, and just to nerd out about Bind, it's going to be double duelists for sure. I think G2 ran Waylay Yoru, I believe, last time they played this map, and MIBR played Raze Yoru. So it's like, it's double duelists, but different concepts. I don't think like those comps are going to change. I think we're going to see that here again. But
is there any that you favor or that you like more?
I actually really like the Waylay Yoru that like DRX was kind of running and making popular at champs. I feel like it's more explosive.
Oh shit! I'm not. What?
Loses its value.
Okay, here. Jesus, hard. Calm down.
SRN on that Raze. We've seen some really nice off kills, and wow. I'm actually gonna bite my words right here. Am I seeing a G2 KO?
My eyes switching. My eyes switching.
Wait, what is this? Are we seeing?
Are we? Because of course we still have not seen G2 play in this map here in GCC. We saw some changes, some small adaptations from most of the teams. Maybe it is the time. I really like how Tejo is looking right now after the changes, especially like how we can combo with all that. Petro being on this guy, oh my god, the feels.
Yeah, I mean, for the side of G2, if you do run this comp, you do have a lot of stall for like the spike getting planted and whatnot on this defensive side with which they're starting on. But I'm gonna be honest, the double duelist can bypass a lot of this utility.
Oh my god, they're locked, so we're not going to see the double duelist versus double duelist.
Oh.
Really interesting. I think something that's
Akita and wait, no, Akita, Waylay and Raze. Okay.
Raze ultimate entirely. So I mean, I think that's something to really look out for, like those micro plays of like shutting down the duelist with that.
Well, we're gonna see how effective it truly is because two of our best squads are fighting for their lives. Let's get into map 1 and send it over to your casters. It's Mimi and Ender.
Sheesh.
Thank you very much, Mika. Well, yesterday, G2 fell victim.
Oh, I fucking love these two.
Ridiculously close series.
These two are fun to hear. They're fucking fun to hear. They're two friends just watching and just commentating over themselves. I fucking love it.
And for either of them, it would be bitter disappointment. It would be the worst ever performance for G2 at a GCC. And well, it's only MIBR's second time here. It would go off being
It's their second time, really?
first ever year to now exiting in top 6.
So much writing on the result of this match. G2 needing a bounce back. MIBR looking.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm actually excited. I'm actually excited.
G2 even have ideas to maybe get a little aggressive outside of Hookah, while MIBR setting up over A with a very aggressive wall, cutting down straight to the middle of the site. It's a quick teleport forward. SRN to find the first kill, and the site belongs to MIBR.
Yeah, Amy completely caught off guard there, and now this is troubling for G2. Their
Oh.
round rests on a triple flank, but it is being policed by Lisa.
Lisa here. Oh, nice shots! She's
Oh.
Petra just ignores her completely, doesn't want anything to do with her.
Oh my god, I didn't realize! Okay.
Petra thinking if you don't look at Lisa, she's not a problem. Not quite true. Cuts down that entire flank, and this pistol round is cooked. Maybe we'll try and isolate a kill and get to one.
It's a nice little play down short A to begin with. A very shallow teleport, not something you see all the time.
But it was awkward. I
Can't believe the Petra didn't even realize. None of them realized, actually.
crazy timing for the Rays to be up on, but it looked like she just...
Oh!
So maybe gets traded out. It is MIBR to close out this pistol.
Yeah, MIBR just doing a little toying.
Oh, she's so cute.
3-on-1, but really Lisa getting that reposition and 2 perfect shots is great.
There's that opener where Amy gets caught. And then this is just stunning from Lisa. Perfect 1-2. As this player swings just ahead of Petra's Sky Flash. I do want to talk a little about the competition. Interesting change regionally. G2, nice pitch.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
They were playing the Waylay Yoru comp, which I quite like. You have great combos for the Waylay to bait and set up for the Yoru, but they've chosen to exchange that for a double initiator, and I'm kind of waiting to see why they wanted this double drone, why they wanted the Sky in that slot instead. Because I think they could have just 1-for-1 to the fade out for the Teo, and it could have worked as well.
Well, Bastarda into the site now as, well, G2 are...
Ina.
To say the very least, even after a headshot.
Damn!
For G2. You talk a little bit about the
Is this a flawless? Oh, no, it's not a flawless. But Vanya's the only one alive. Oh, dear.
I think maybe that's a little bit more relevant on the attack.
All of them are there. That's fucking terrifying.
I mean, if MIBR ever plays slower rounds, it is nice to have a ton of tools to re-clear on your defense, but...
Oh, that's so many people.
Oh,
Oh, yeah. They can't.
the slowest in the world from them.
Is there ever a world where they're just terrified of what SRN did to them in the lower finals and want to be able to scout out?
Jesus Christ, dude.
Certainly I'd be remembering that, but I don't think that would necessarily single-handedly trigger a comp change.
For context, last year, I believe SRN went plus 27 in that best of 5.
Yeah. It was kind of disgusting what she did with G2. 2 years in a row where G2 has been eliminated by a Brazilian team. Trying to avoid that fate today.
G2 is... I forgot where G2 is.
Yesterday, just 2 rounds were the difference between...
I don't know what LCQ
being
is.
in that upper bracket final.
Europe.
Against Shopify Rebellion.
I know that one's Europe, Middle East, and
Eyeing up B long.
the other things, but I don't know what LCQ is.
And well, drone number
What's
one.
LCQ actually?
So there'll be a pretty quick rotate from this Teo. Ooh, that nade goes a bit wonky.
Ooh! Oh! Okay, they got it, they got it.
Deserted back into elbow, but at the same time there's a teleport.
Oh, last chance qualifier.
Amy here, but being guarded by Lisa on the other side. Good awareness from Amy. Now creates some pressure on this flank.
But into the site, MIBR is playing close towards his choke point. It's still very hard for G2 to get out.
I feel like that's not enough of it though. But it might be, I'm not too sure. Okay, it's 4 and 4. Oh!
Gets the first, and now Petra
Ooh.
getting into the site for the one-on-one. Akita will take it. Just barely here to shut down MIBR's bonus.
Very nice.
Damn.
G2. I love the timings that they took.
Petra has such a sweet smile!
But enough pressure.
I love the little fan chant for G2 as well. It sounds like something Filipinos would do. Okay, SRN.
Into that site. That's a kind of classic G2 round. They're a team that is very good, especially in that game yesterday, at being coordinated and on point at these very high pressure late round fights. It was coming down to it constantly
there you go.
on that split game that they played against the other Brazilian squad in this tournament.
Feel like that's too big. Yeah.
Showing a blatant disrespect for the stall util of G2 in that last round. Just
Okay,
ripping it in
a little
there.
bit smaller.
Play quicker rounds on average, then you'll see G2 on their attack.
That's also the beauty of keeping double duelists. Bastarda and SRN, those are two scary players to be
Indeed.
Me though, personally, I'm scared of Amy.
With
the judge in hookah. And now with the lurk pressure going down, this is going to encourage MIBR to move in. No scouting.
Nope, nope.
Contact step forward, that judge.
Oh no.
Before leaning onto the A side from G2.
It's okay, I think.
One nice thing about this comp, they used the drone for that clear onto Lisa. Now they have another for this retake as well.
Smoke's already in, but Bastarda posted on elbow. She can play spoiler now with a very quick wraparound onto site. The rest of MIBR playing off site. They've got a Brimstone ult to stall. The first kill goes Bastarda's way. Now it's going to go into C's combo. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Sayuri for 2.
Sayuri.
Melissa's utility has been so locked in this tournament. Now Petra, 2 players in front of her, 1 from behind. MIBR take their 3rd.
That is such a stunning utility combo from MIBR. Just want to watch it again. The C's connecting perfectly onto 2 as that ultimate comes in. And, well, she didn't end up being the most important part of the round. The timing that Bastarda picked to swing from spawn, I think even if
I was like thinking about how I can do this like little pattern yesterday, and I'm actually so surprised how well it's coming along today. Like, that's cool. That's good. That's good. I'm happy with that.
Absolutely beautiful.
And I made like these little cute little vines as well.
Forward play from Bastarda and the ult.
Feel like the other one's better. Oh wait, no, I had 2 for a reason.
if
Okay.
it went their way, they got a flush onto the lurk, kill Lisa, have a nice retake set up on B. But that one play shuts it down.
Well, G2 on pistols. We're playing 3 in spawn at the start of the round. React to this early attention. Akita with the sheriff. Look at that. A couple of kills already, but again, nice utility. Makes things a little bit messy. It is a one-on-one.
I would say a lot of it messy. Sayori in a 1v1 now, but healthy and a rotation already into this B site.
Sayuri already playing a phenomenal game. 9-2 on the Brimstone. And Petra sends out the Seekers, giving kind of bad information. The Seekers looking like they want to go back towards defense spawn. Sayuri playing on the site anyways.
It should show that she's on site, but how specific is the information?
No.
No.
That's not enough.
Up on top, Sayuri for 3.
Oh, damn.
No G2 make it close.
That's really
That's
brutal
cute.
for Petra. Just loses the time on her ult. It's very rare you actually see the timing of that come into play.
That actually is so sad. Thanks for the stress zone.
Rushing into the A site. The last time they did this, they also hit into a
Jeez, Akita.
However, this time it gets a lot scarier. G2 picking great timings on those.
Thank you, Zon. Thank you, thank you.
MIBR now playing pretty heavy into the XX. They haven't really played much of the map.
Sure.
Can G2 just find stacks like that on gun rounds and just completely shut them down?
They can. That is if MIBR doesn't adapt out of this timeout. Because I think if you see G2 taking a timeout,
Oh, they're in timeout.
you might want to show them a couple
G2,
slow
yeah.
rounds. But what they have that's fantastic is a Raze ultimate for this one, which is another just excel button. That's the thing about this comp. Even if you're hitting into a stack, you're going to have your ult in a moment. You have Raze Rocket. Both of those tools will completely dismantle any setup.
So MIBR can use those and just snowball on through with taking these early rounds. Now G2 trying to make some adjustments.
One thing I liked earlier that G2 did was that they stacked heavier 4-1. When they didn't see early info there, they went for that drone reclaim, killed Lisa. I think that's a theme that I want to see continue with how heavily MIBR play into executes. If you are very quickly hearing noise on one side, droning out the other, and getting these very fast rotations, I think there will be rounds where they can beat MIBR into these sites.
Now this is a little bit odd. G2, look at the money they spent on this round. Last round was Sheriffs and Classics. This round, a little bit of a half buy. Maybe Amy can get that long orb for a pit and the judge isn't necessarily punished. G2 choosing to save a lot of money here.
Yeah, they are.
It's interesting.
My ult's ready.
But it's going to be a tough round to win, considering the ultimates for MIBR. Now getting Bastard as Yoru will... The Raze Yoru is so hard to anchor against.
Early scouting here because MIBR are really anticipating some aggression out of G2 from the timeout.
And this is now exactly the kind of round you're talking about, where G2 call into a 4-1 stack and MIBR,
Oh, no.
they have to deal with it, but they do have the perfect tools this
Exactly.
round.
But this timing to step forward from G2 is nice.
Ah!
Catch MIBR before they start this exec. MIBR are very patient though. Oh no, Sayuri with gun in hand. And now Petra gets...
Whoa! Oh, I know.
And will succeed.
Okay.
It's a 2-on-2.
Okay.
Still pressure coming in, and it forces out a nightfall from Melissa.
But it doesn't connect onto anyone, and G2 will walk together back through spawn.
This is a wacky round. 40 seconds left.
MIBR have such a tough choice. They want to defend these guns, but they also need to take space somewhere and get the spike down.
And they don't know where Amy is. We haven't seen her all round, so they're going to clear all of sight. They're going to clear into lamps, maybe even worry about a player back in spawn.
But the longer you wait, the longer you expect them to be going back short for the guns. So what do? You plant back sight.
Yep, okay.
Mimi holding her utility for now. Missile out. Pushes Bastarda up into lamps. Bastarda is there. Survives on 5 HP. Will end up falling. We got another one-on-one.
Ooh, oh my god, I'm scared.
Melissa, a pit to bleed out of lamps. And a seize on Dane.
Oh my god, it actually got her.
More utility from Melissa. Melissa.
Oh my god. Damn.
Clutch for Amy.
Damn.
To come up in the 1v2.
And it was Amy yesterday as well that was single-handedly carrying through G2 of that final map. Taken away at the end, but Red Bull clutch.
And it's a Red Bull clutch that is coming on an eco round. That is coming on the round your opponent used the Yoru ult. They picked such a great timing to go for that refight down short. Pushing 3 players in, catching Sayori, who's been a monster this game, with the iPad in hand. That's what this comp is going to expect. These mid-round re-clears. That one, they didn't even use the drone.
Okay, wait,
but
no.
at any time, they can be pushing out and
Stained glass stroke, no bevel? Outer?
that's going to be very
Ah,
beneficial
no,
for a team
no,
like
that's not what I
MIBR, who
want.
doesn't run a sentinel and runs a ton of
Not
hard
really.
executes.
Stroke, nope.
That round maybe just taking a little bit too much time. Giving G2 the window to step forward. Now G2 again playing very heavily stacked. This is even on an anti-eco. 4 on the A site for now.
Oh wait, there you go. I didn't know that.
Down B long. Makes MIBR take things slowly.
They're fine playing retake B because they have 3 ultimates this round that could each single-handedly win a retake. So
Kind of
I'd
insane.
expect them to continue that setup for quite some time.
Then
Yeah, I mean, the abilities, we didn't really talk about the
Nope,
tail
nope, nope,
combo with the
nope.
Waylay ult, but very
Style
nice
stroke.
to layer on top of one another. Especially down B long,
Nope,
if
nope, nope, nope,
MIBR choose to play off the site.
The thing is, no matter what guns your opponent has and what ults you have, it's still scary to retake 5-on-5 into B.
MIBR getting proactive, playing into elbow, while G2 send 2 on the flank. Amy is here. Steps backward, tries to stall out and buy more time for that flank to activate. G2 don't have unlimited time. And probably have to send the
I didn't even
ultimates. That
realize these
pressure
things.
has actually pulled out 2. And a counter showstopper with SRN leaving it on site. That's 2! And now the Sheriff out of
Oh!
This could be a perfect round for MIBR. Mimi takes down a couple, but she's already so
Ah.
thrifty win for MIBR.
That is the worst thing that could have happened to G2. They used 3 ultimates to lose an anti-eco.
No.
Truly heartbreaking.
Hello, pre. Hi, Yams! Welcome to stream! Ani Yami CH. Yamu. Yani CH. Hello, hello. I don't know how big the delay is, so I apologize in advance if I don't seem like I'm talking. But I promise I am. Oh my god. My bad. I'm currently watching Valorant GCC right now. I recently got into it.
Onto a broken bye. I feel like they've never been comfortable this entire half.
Oh my god, I forgot to do something. No.
Bad in some way, shape, or form.
Okay, let's not do amboss. Let's turn that off. I-raid sana kita, so nawala stream rip. Oh no! Oh no, it's okay, man. You're good. Don't worry. Fair how was Minecraft? How did your Minecraft went?
A little bit silly there as
I'm currently watching GCC, so I might not be able to talk because I'm actually kind of focused. Thanks for sentiment, though. How did it go? How did Hardcore Means Raft go?
Player on this team, on either of our Brazilian teams, I think. You have so many names you talk about.
Are they both Brazilian? I think they're both Brazilian, yeah.
To be mentioned, but you're right, not just this map with those two C's combos, but the timing she chooses to use that utility. Despite big Nurse coming into her role, she has been a monster this tournament.
Okay.
Vanya has been excellent as well.
No one ever said Vanya wasn't a shooter, okay? Now, unfortunately, when Molly's enter the equation, there's 3 or 4 players on the other side.
No!
You can't really shoot through that scenario.
Okay. Can I save this?
6-2 up, go MIBR.
Okay, no, I don't think I can save that. Oh wait, no, it's fine. Okay, not that bad actually.
Because they blew
all good. I'm just lurk lang since hinadin data ko. Have fun streaming. Paano ba na I thought I'm still streaming?
MIBR will be a step ahead in that game, and
oh no.
it's a map that is defined by power-ups, where
absolutely.
one ultimate can
But okay.
single-handedly win a round.
Thank you, thank you. Have a good rest. I'm still figuring things out, and hopefully I can get the shit can get my shit together.
2 more players behind this one, Mimi in the lead. And that's a nice shot out of her. The follow-up from Vanya is true.
Damn.
With a teleport out from Petra as well, it is just perfection, this crunch play.
Woo! Damn, okay. Thanks, Lurk Yams. Thank you, thank you.
Just go straight down A short.
That is really
hopefully di ka mawalan ng lahat ng data more.
These very slow rounds where if they're going aggressive, it's re-walking in the mid round. So they lose a big round, they get guns back online, and this is similar to the eco round that they won earlier. I think that their read is when MIBR have ultimates, they want to be fighting up. They don't want to take that risk of sitting back and getting executed onto. And the execution there was just excellent.
Like the approach from G2. Unfortunately for them this time around, playing very heavy on to be an MIBR with your ult this time, not wasting a moment.
That's the trade-off of playing 4-1 every round. Sometimes you just get exec.
I was worried with the iPad out for Vanya, but this triple flank now being held. Lisa. A little cinematic with it, one-on-one. Now that teleport broken.
These last 2 players are noted. So what does MIBR choose to do? They're still hunkered close on the site. They started with flashes to threaten towards short.
Melissa, too, has stepped out of showers. Can go on a flank. SRN with a pretty angle here. Discourages G2 from coming out from pipes. Now up onto short, 2 players right on the other side of the smoke.
Ooh.
Sky open, and now Melissa stabbing G2 in the back.
Oof.
It's a little bit messy, it's a little all over the place, but Melissa has always been here, still with the C's in hand. Protects her front, but she's eaten way too much of the clock for Petra to have any chance in the round. It's another for MIBR.
But Startup played that post.
MIBR is cooking right now, damn.
That smoke outside of U-Haul.
This is the first time I've seen MIBR actually play, so pretty neat.
And the fight she took that gave Melissa the time to come up and backstab on A short.
And win another one in the late rounds. And this is the point I was making earlier, where when you're playing 4-1, sometimes your gamble is just wrong and you're forced to play retake. But I think MIBR have now realized that it's 4-1 every time. So, G2, they're going to go back to the aggression. These have been the only rounds that have been working thus far.
Oh, this could get ugly. Missiles immediately with a double dive to the left. Lisa tagged up, and the hindrance gives a key to the protection to get the kill and get on out.
You're G2, you are happy. You've killed Bastarda. You've stunted any aggression. Reset. And play a more passive defense now.
MIBR wanted to step forward, but the smoke.
Oh wait, no. I need to emboss first. Emboss this
Holding
first.
for that one. Akita still coming back, even with the stinger in hand. And as SRN comes into the site, showers will be the problem MIBR have to solve. It could even be just going into backside. It's a kill from Javanya. It's a couple more through the smoke.
Did I just hear Javanya? Ah, shit, okay.
Lisa with a spam shot through the wall. Look where that spike is hanging out.
But what a difficult crossfire to break for Lisa. She does have her wall, so
Okay,
can cycle
now
back
I can
down,
do
try
this.
and walk her way out.
Let's delete that folder.
No matter how she slices it, at some point
Yeah, I
she'll
can do
have to
that.
face it 2-on-1.
No.
They're kind of on top.
Wait, why did I delete it? No, merge down. There you go.
Are you ready?
30 seconds left.
Are you ready, Lisa? No.
No.
You're not going to leave a chance.
So if everything else fails, you just run aggro looks every round for G2.
Yep. I mean, it makes sense. Akita, you think of yesterday's series, getting every single first kill it seems like.
Yeah, she was outrageous there. The coordination on these fast plays has been really good. I think Akita looks very comfortable on the waylay. She's been hitting a lot of huge hinders in these plays. And that's to even discount the follow-up zone like Vanya had that round. So now, looking towards the end of this half, again, conversation goes to the ult, as MIBR will look to exec fast towards B.
Mimi quick to rotate over. 3
Uh-oh.
players here in SRN.
Oh.
Opens up everything. Now G2 trying to fight back. Mimi on the front.
Okay.
And Mimi as well. Yet to be dealt with. Take a moment, MIBR. There's a wild opening of the round.
Yeah, they'll reset now, though. They're super happy to be up in a 3-on-2. G2 have shown a lot of rounds where they're going for heavy lurks on these flanks. So MIBR punish and make sure that's not happening.
The thing is, though, Mimi has perfectly read this walk back into A. She could have hung around on B. Instead, regroups with her teammate.
It's still tough. Akita has an outlaw. All of these players have full shield.
Akita right out into the
Oh.
putting Mimi in a 1-on-3, but they're never going to be ready for her in showers. Mimi, 2 kills waiting for.
Oh.
And now the 1-on-1. Out to the side.
No.
This has been so thorough this game. The one to ensure it doesn't slip away yet again.
Okay.
So what started as a rough half for G2, they found some solutions. The fast plays, the aggression, it was working, but it was never consistent. And MIBR up 8-4, and this half happy.
Okay, I need to remove the emboss. I actually have to deal with that.
Mimi almost had a moment there, but couldn't quite see it through. Now G2 looking at a deficit. But before we get into the second half, we've got Jen Lee on the floor, standing by with G2's rescue.
Oh, it's break time.
Here, and I'm with the perfect person to ask about what's been going on behind the closed doors. G2.
Oh.
Rescue now, rescue.
Oh, it's her
How's the
sub.
vibe of the group over the 24 hours or so? Good, determined.
Last year we also got eliminated to MIBR, so they were pretty determined to beat them today. Like, Bind is their pick, but we still pretty feel like confident on it. And yeah, they were feeling good.
So, you know, you face MIBR too. So when it comes to coming out on top today, what is the key?
Well, MIBR is a pretty strong team, I would say. Like, they 3-0 last year. I think against them you need a good mental, because you know, they're one of those teams like they will stand up and they have a really strong crowd too. And yeah, they're also like really good aimers, and I think they have a better roster than last year, even this year. So yeah, I think you need to be confident, just play your game and, you know, beat them.
네, 먼저 G2의 식스맨인 레스큐 선수에게 오늘 팀의 전반적인 멘탈은 어떠냐고 물어봤더니 굉장히 작년에 MIBR의 손에 탈락했던 G2이기 때문에 오늘 그런 부분을 확실히 복수해주기 위해서 지금 의지가 넘친다고 얘기를 해줘.
So hard to make strokes.
MIBR을 위해서 올해 MIBR을 만났을 때 꼭 승리를 거두기 위해서 어떤 점이 중요하냐고 물어봤더니 일단 MIBR 너무 트래시 토킹도 잘하고 분위기나 흐름을 이어갈 수도 있고 작년보다 훨씬 더 강해 보이는 로스터이기 때문에 G2 입장에서는 자신감을 잃지 않고 정말 이 멘탈 관리 단단히 잡아서 좋은 모습을 보여주는 게 중요할 것 같다고 얘기를 했습니다. 이렇게 해서 레스큐 선수 만나봤습니다.
Well, MIBR currently leading 8-4 at the half, and it's...
That's not a bad score. That's not a bad score at all.
Say that MIBR's roster is even better than the roster last year that 3-0 G2.
I actually agree, though. I think what's crazy is that despite just doing a trade and one other move, both Brazilian teams ended up with a better roster this year than they had last year.
I mean, both of them looking incredibly strong. You can check out in the Coinbase Econ report, SRN, who both dominant today, as well as leading the scoreboard in that lower final in 2024.
Oh yeah, she is a beast to contend with. Had a very good start to this half, that attack side. I think this is her map. The way that she plays on that raise, her movement is so good, her mechanics are on point. I think also just the combos that she had with Melissa, with the C's nades, it was all very...
Let's go, G2. That's cute.
She used one showstopper and it defeated 3 ultimates out from G2. But G2 need to come in with the pistol round here. Negative on pistols in the tournament. And they played a lot of slow rounds. just yesterday. Trying to go a little bit quicker this time around, but they're going to meet so much stall util.
I don't think he'll have a choice on the speed. That Molly should full cancel this hit.
Although Akita can always go up and over it with some missiles. Akita will go ahead for the slide down in the smoke, though. Lisa and Sayuri set up this crossfire. Now 2 teleports into showers. Amy in the corner.
Oh no, I think we can just put it here, yeah.
And she gets out of it. Not for long, with Bastarda following on through.
But these players are separated. Mimi has the TP, and Akita is stuck backside.
Glitter. That's not what I'm looking for. I need this one, yeah.
3 players now.
But MIBR, no, they're holding, they're waiting. Does Bastarda realize? No.
Unprepared, not at all. A 1-on-2 for Mimi. It's gonna be the best shot she'll have. Melissa was taken low. If Mimi needs, she has a missile, the stun. But first she needs a shot.
I'll find you.
Now some reveal. Mimi still wants this line. Stepping forward. Now the missile's under pressure as 2 players come her way.
Oh my god. Oh no!
We'll take another pistol.
Sayuri is close out.
So close, so close.
She keeps it in control yet again. That one got so weird for G2. They choose to force this round through the utility. And I want to contrast what you watch now, where 2 players die coming through that molly, to what may have happened if they were running their old comp. With this composition, they only have 1 player who can actually dive past stall util. Before they had a Yoru. On other maps, you'll see teams have an Omen or something else. No, this is 100% reliant on Akita. And when you choose to force those types of rounds, she has to get the opener. And you're essentially gambling on that happening.
Yep.
Gamble didn't go G2's way on that pistol.
Yeah. And yet, the hope is that it has so many times gone their way. Akita has been looking solid, I think, this tournament, stepping onto the global stage for the first time. A young player for G2. But MIBR, no strangers to the stage, no strangers to taking these pistols. Bastarda plucks Akita right out of the sky. And the rest of MIBR can show up to this site, take things slow as G2 really try to fight forward. They're throwing absolutely everything in, and Melissa is farming.
2 players in this one have played at GCC before, but it does feel a little different. In Brazil, they play LAN for pretty much every event, more than really any other region. So despite it being Lisa's first event, she has so much experience on stages just like this. For Akita, though, it does feel a bit newer. Only had that opportunity for the finals in EMEA in stage 3, and then got to show up here. But what a performance she's had since arriving on this stage.
Damn, you can really hear them. That's so fun.
Stealing away that #1 spot at the very end of the year. After been a little bit more of a struggle. Now MIBR step 2 players up A short. Of course, Bastarda away, and SRN's making noise. Bastarda, first shot goes wide, wants to challenge again, but there Akita is. Stepping up for the first time in this second half. Things still awkward outside of market. Vanya holding for this. Sayuri will drop. Still, G2 didn't choose to take a site, instead sort of coming back, seeing if the aggression was still going to be there.
But with that dog, they're now going to realize that this is a light site. They can get in. The worry is SRN.
SRN. Petra waiting for her. Now with MIBR divided on opposite sides of the map.
This should be stabilized now. These 2 players, they only have a bulldog each. And for G2, you know that 1 more player is on the flank. You see Amy being very thorough in watching that angle. And they'll lock up this 5th round.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah. I want to take a chance to talk about the comp change outside of just what they're losing, but what they're gaining with this double drone composition, because it is very interesting.
The Sky and the Tejo?
Yeah. No one really plays that kind of double initiator, especially not now after all the initiator nerfs. But I think what the greatest strength of it is on... Okay, Melissa, get your...
Drop a little highlight for us.
Yeah. Get your ultimate, maybe? If she can die? But what this is going to give G2 is kind of 2 things. 1, on your executes. You can be pathing a drone one side and the other at the same time and have, like, crazy info. The other, when you play your slow rounds, it's very good for just taking extremities. Getting players up onto the ult orbs. And I think the third strength of having all of those drones is if they want to play slow rounds like they play on a map like their Split, they have so many tools to wait out initial aggression and then be able to kind of re-clear and pick and poke at different parts of the map simultaneously. In a way you
Why
can't
did I use the same thing? No. What did I use? Did I use this?
Information gain comes to effect.
Actually, I don't know what I used
Now
there.
that
Wait.
Bastarda has picked up the operator. I think
I
having
mean, I'm literally
drones
right
is
here,
probably
so I don't know
the
why I'm
best way to
complaining.
counter out an op.
Oh yeah, it is. There's that first facet, just getting that Sky Flash in and claiming an alt orb. But MIBR very quickly reclaim that space.
Huh. The Teo drone goes all the way down A short, sees nothing.
And that's pulled a rotate from Lisa.
And Mimi is suspicious. Very aware that the Showers Walk could be coming. SRN will shy away from the fight. Bastarda now with the operator in hand.
There is a drone for her though.
Here comes that dog, tries to swing in front of it. Good patience out of G2, and Bastarda will be forced to teleport back into the site. Sees Akita on the cross. Akita saw her as well. And now the utility coming down. She's trying to run away, but the Molly's on the
Ooh.
Chew her up. MIBR, I think they're calling to save.
It's done. That's a great example of how the drones come into play. G2 start towards A showers, and MIBR re-clears that space. But as G2's rotating, they send the Teo drone into A. That pulls Lisa
I guess that's the ideal, SRN.
This free site to execute with the waylay.
And then the layers on top
That's
of that.
so cute. The fan chant's definitely the best part.
Throw either a Viper Molly or Brimstone Molly on the CT flood into backside of B. That wasn't even necessarily intended to combo on the retreating player. That's just part of their default exec onto B. The fact that Nita just lights up the floor and makes it impossible for Bastarda to run out of there, who had already used the teleport, being pushed back by the drone, as you mentioned.
Why is there a focus on an operator? Bad.
It's already done. It'll stay lying on the floor.
Now MIBR do survive with 3 guns in their hands, so we'll have something of a buy heading in here.
That was so thorough from Mimi to consider that re-push out of showers.
Ooh, no. I didn't even realize that she was burning in there. Like, if you see from her perspective, you might miss it.
Showed us a slow
Hubert just might. I'm not an esports player. I wouldn't know.
Here, they'll open 4 on the B side of the map, but MIBR's here as well. Their duelists ready to rock on B.
High chance SRN just goes walking out of sand, but after putting down the boom bot, instead choosing to come back into long. This is where MIBR want to take the fight. Breaking the drone, only showing a pistol here.
Could be a season aid.
Here we go. It's going to be a high flash off of the haunt. And SRN gets that first kill. Now with the re-swing, Petra is there. Holding the line, trying to stop this gun from being retrieved.
Yeah, that hero gun. I don't think Bastarda has any way to get that forced away by the drones. And G2 freeze.
Yeah, G2 not fully committing. Vanya was playing control outside of showers the whole time to make sure no one walked up.
Delete that so I can have fewer colors.
Regrouping a little bit before the full pop. MIBR have 3 to respond of their own. And it'll be Sayuri with the Phantom.
Nice, yeah,
that'll be the biggest problem for G2 if they commit, but that's a big if.
But will they commit? This is G2 we're talking about. They love these slow rounds, these very last second rotations.
It makes me nervous because yesterday there were a lot of rounds that were probably, and wait a second, they're teleporting, which is now causing all of MIBR to start rotating. It feels like the teleport was maybe even a little bit pre-fired.
MIBR second guesses it. There's only 2 players on A. Neither can stop the spike.
But there's Molly's ready to go down onto the spike. Now, yes, Mimi is in the site. I think they should be able to plant, but Amy is taking some damage. Sayuri's already into the back of sight. Now a Nightfall means MIBR will activate quickly. Mimi on bench. Breaks the haunt, and the swing comes through at the same time. MIBR, tactical on the approach back in. G2 drop an early Molly. Leave Amy in lamps. And now our position has been known. Vanya on the other side as the spike is tapped. The swings come in. MIBR holding for it. And Vanya has to have the 1v3.
Ooh. Oh my fucking god. Nice.
This is unreal from Vanya. She has been G2's best player this tournament. Beasting on the Brimstone yet again with a truly unreal Red Bull clutch.
To get that when it comes so
Red Bull.
is
Red Bull gives you
These are the rounds
wings.
that they were getting away with against Liquid on their split overtime, calling last-second pivots without a embed. But somehow they keep making it work. And Akita, I mean, she can't believe it. They can't believe it.
I feel like I just witnessed like 3 different things that Akita just did there, like completely separate trains of thought.
I love that. That's so sweet. That's such a sweet thing.
Yeah.
I would
Collect
need it too
yourself.
if I was MIBR. Brutal round to lose. And suddenly, Chrissy, G2 is back in this. 3 rounds, 1-0.
Yeah, that's still a good score.
Still one with a crazy clutch.
I think I might just copy this one, yeah.
Making me a little
And just steal
nervous
it.
about MIBR's chances, but MIBR.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna save layers transparent and then just adjust that here so I can actually save time.
But it's gonna be
But
so
first,
hard. She basically needs someone
I need to get snack.
holding hands with her to break the drones.
Yeah.
Because there
Here
are so
be
many drones
snack.
to push her off.
I don't think that's a difficult ask, right?
No.
That's a pretty normal thing that MIBR just weren't giving her support the last
I
round.
just realized something's wrong with my art thing.
Because of it.
She should have it this time. Or she might just try and get ahead of it.
There you go.
Close on short.
Well, there's an instant dog and that's
Here be snack. I'm gonna ask for a snack. Here be.
So just tucks back.
Oh, here we go. G2. Ultimate backside Akita trying to dive on top. Any player trying to escape out of that one. And now, up on top. Slide on back, shot goes wide. Ultimates in backside. G2 are just blowing up the floor.
But MIBR got out with 5 and now a Yoru ult to fight back in.
MIBR gonna be quick on the reapproach. Already out. Mimi keeping these players at bay. Some missiles to help guide as Bastarda seeks an opening. Has come all the way around on the flank, and now the rest of MIBR show up. Vanya again is a monster! And Bastarda into a 1-on-3. Only sees fire and despair. Vanya back to back.
8 kills in the last 2 rounds from the Turkish controller. It's gotta feel so good for her. Last year it was her debut with G2. Memories of losing to them in the lower finals. Now here, basically single-handedly winning back-to-back rounds.
Wild stuff. Now sitting 20 and 12 on the brim.
And again, I feel like a lot was going right for MIBR. They got everyone off site. A Yoru ult to fight back in.
I am back.
With Vanya.
I asked for a snack. I'll get back to it. Okay, 8-10. Oh, are they coming, making a comeback? All right.
A free outlaw if MIBR were to go for the flank, but instead calling it off as G2 speed up on A.
MIBR have gotten in.
Oh wait, now that I think about it.
Back in spawn. Petra to go for that one while her team.
Wait, why is it still there?
Yeah, that's a Bucky in Sayori's hands, so danger in U-Haul.
Good thing is you just don't have to take U-Haul if you just hold the exits out of it. If Akita wants to go up onto heaven, what a silly little exec here. Now just peering into spawn. It's bullying time.
Bullying time. I don't condone it.
At least it stands up to bullies.
That's
Let that one get away.
funny.
MIBR just bystanders.
Yeah, she has a very weird exclave in U-Haul. They know she's here. They're not going in.
Your eyes are...
The
I
extraction.
know your eyes are flowers.
Mimi.
I forgot the colors. I think it was just a rainbow. Yeah, it was a rainbow.
Connects on the other side. I mean,
I think I'm just gonna go with putting black for that.
Are starting to get some momentum behind themselves.
They are.
Not too far away from a few more ultimates. Only 1 round trailing now after refusing to lose a single rifle round in the second half. Remember, this started off with an 8-4 half from MIBR. MIBR winning the pistol, but it has now been 5 rounds in a row for G2.
If I was MIBR, I think I would not go back to this operator. Because it has not found success. Every time, Bastarda is just getting droned off the line. I think this is a comp that is great at bunkering one side with double smokes and being like proactive in fighting with the double duelist and the Fade on the other. They disagree. Bastarda wants another try.
But the thing is, if you're going to play the op, you have ways to break those drones and give her pockets to re-swing into the line. We haven't seen that yet.
The issue, though, is if it ever comes down to a retake, it becomes so much harder with the op.
Sure. What's going on here? Akita not even dashing in.
sort of TP'd in for a moment. Then gets back
Akita
out.
is in lamps, while G2 are regrouping to exec on B.
Huh?
Currently being held by Sayuri.
I got your trail.
Ready for G2 to pile up into the site. That lurk now dealt with, but Bastarda again fails to find impact.
So it's a straight up 4-on-4 retake, but Amy has the pit.
That's nasty. MIBR not gonna have an easy time cutting back through that one, just facing up into it. And Amy is just gonna mow them all down.
Wow.
What is going on in this second half?
It's a complete reversal, really. Melissa, run for the hills. So you're telling me Akita takes Yuhol single-handedly, alone.
Yes.
Just sits there. They take the time to kill her. But while that's going on, Sans duelist, G2 execute B and win?
Apparently, that seemed to be the case. It was odd. Like, it seemed like MIBR, they weren't really playing on site. They just had the operator down on hookah.
And again, it doesn't do anything because she just gets wrapped around from the player's hookah.
But honestly, if G2 have the hard read that op is going to be down B long, the way they called that round out
exactly
of
the way to be
is perfect.
Yep.
Full exec out of hookah. You have the Sky Trails, the Trailblazers, to tell you exactly where to go. The Seekers, rather. And then you can just slide in behind.
Even if that's a dog, it also works.
Yeah.
Just walk it up long. So MIBR call a timeout now.
Isn't this their second?
6 rounds in a row.
Damn.
What do you think? So, okay, MIBR, their money is a little bit chalked going into the next round,
Sure.
but what, like, broad strokes adjustments can they try to make here to stop the way G2's playing?
Well, it's what I was saying in the last round. Stop hopping. Have
Okay.
Bastarda and SRN play one side with Melissa and get aggressive into one of the two extremities on that side of the map, and on the other side you heavy bunker with the two controllers.
So you're talking B long showers is when you want to fight. If
Something
you play on
like
those
that.
lines, can play on the teleporter even to get a crunch
You can have a
happening.
pinch from that side, and then on the other, I mean, think back to the pistol. G2.
Okay, what the hell? That wasn't working earlier. What?
Going into the bunkered setup of the Viper and the Brim somewhere, it is so hard to get through unless Akita just dominates someone on the open.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, the test there is whether or not MIBR are too busy throwing the utility to have their guns out, and then
I actually have to check with Stroke.
crush you.
Because it's gonna.
One
Oh
thing that's
my
been
god. what's
consistent
that?
throughout today has been the G2 fans out in force. Like, even when things were going rough, even when they were getting beaten on eco rounds, still making noise.
They're still making a lot of noise. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
sweet.
they have very much traveled well.
Okay, there you go.
In the
That's fine.
offense. This is the eco round for MIBR, but Lisa still chooses to use the pit early towards A. Interesting setup. A bait for Bastarda. She's played here a ton, so she can jiggle, TP out, and then hope SRN gets something done in the corner.
And if they realize it's a lot of players, SRN does have a showstopper. If they commit all the way up, nice shot from Bastarda.
Ooh.
Showstopper could get it, but she doesn't get it off. Pulls the trigger too late. And Akita can just slide up into the site.
And now a post went for G2 in a round that was quite literally half a second from disaster.
Okay. Mimi.
We might still be half a second from disaster. 3-on-3. Melissa has a gun.
Oh, but remember what Amy did here last time. That was 3 kills in that position. Granted, there was a pit.
The hunt didn't show.
Oh dear, only one though. And Akita and Petra pushed away from the spike. Ultimate out. Only tags the player backside. Now Akita dancing around the side of the smoke. Shorty comes in. It's 3 on the round from her. And now Lisa, with so little time on the clock, needs to get on this spike. Needs to get it to half. Needs to get this kill. Petra will take another and take the lead for the first time for G2.
That's 8 rounds, 1 in a row for G2. They are
Akita's getting stressed. Oh dear.
And to be fair, okay, winning that round, it makes sense. It's an eco, but MIBR used 2 ultimates, the pit, and the showstopper here that got nothing.
And this is so heartbreaking. The
It is.
second that she's pulling it out is when Akita gets that kill.
It's the difference between using the satchel and just casting the dang rocket.
Yep.
That time.
No.
She does it, wants to be a hard target to hit, thinks she doesn't have that half second, but it doesn't happen.
Ends up falling. Now MIBR needs someone to step up.
But that was just their ego.
Melissa falls away from Showers. Smoke goes down, another orb gained by G2.
Okay, hard focus, you still have work to do.
SRN boosted top box. MIBR just hard anchoring this round.
I don't like that line art. Redo that line art, actually.
Sayuri goes unnoticed. There's a player right on top for an aim. He's looking down inside of the smoke. Now backside, absolutely bombarded by utility. Mimi finds the spam shot. Can Bastarda do something from Showers? Can SRN do something in Lamps? They can!
Spike down A.
That spike is down on the ground. Vanya gets to herself. And Bastarda teleported all the way back to B.
Yeah.
Still a 1v3. Watching every
Don't worry,
angle.
Isa.
And it's so thorough. G2. They were trailing into half. They lost the pistol.
Oh my god. Is it actually?
It's been perfect.
From 10-2 to 12-10 was the comeback.
Just straight up dominance.
And Vanya continues to impress.
And she was the one who started this, right?
Yep.
Remember the back-to-back 4Ks.
Let's go, baby.
Nice.
And now MIBR have to hold on. Have to try and avoid this fate.
With 4 Guardians and no one breaking the haunt. I mean, was that 3 or 4 players revealed? That was a lot.
I think it was 3.
There's a lot of info already.
Drone goes sword short.
G2 a bit reserved, but anticipating the heavy fight out of Showers. Already sneaking some players into short. Flash pings from Petra.
Petra's just pressuring them, waiting for this round.
Akita's diving into the site. At the same time, Emma.
Oh my god.
Backs against the wall, but not out yet.
They have this spike.
Yeah, Akita had the spike the whole time. It was a huge mistake from G2. But they put down the smoke themselves. Now an orb.
Amy should be able to get this.
Yeah.
She will.
Now, though, with that time gained, Lisa
She's got
stepping
a one-on-one.
forward. And MIBR have ultimates. Dimensional drift from Bastarda to scout out the site. G2 haven't planted yet.
Nom.
And Lisa is shot out by Vanya again. The dimensional drift means nothing. G2
Oh my god.
their fights. They can teleport over to B. Mimi is in their spawn. G2 running circles on MIBR.
Bastarda tried to hop out of the ult and shorty someone. She
Oh my
gets
god.
punished. And now G2, they might just flawlessly close this run out.
Oh my gosh. No way.
The ultimate is ready.
But it's not so simple. Vanya on 20 HP, Amy on 39. Sayuri and SRN, the best players for MIBR in this opening match. But Amy has caught a timing.
Go ahead. Stand.
Amy, Sayuri gets the first kill, that's major. But Amy is still unchecked. Amy inside of this smoke and popping out. Wait a second, SRN has the read after clearing down long. Sayuri gets another kill. Sayuri finds 4! But is there
Oh. There's time. Oh no, are they gonna get into OT for this? Jesus.
Where did Sayuri pull that out of? I need to see those kills again.
with a Guardian, no less.
The IGL.
Oh, so here's the idea.
Started, Akita dives in for the opener. Sure, she gives up the spike, but G2 turn it around. Get this kill on the lurker. You thought it was going to be another masterclass from Vanya. Bastarda makes a big mistake, but it's the IGL. That shot is stunning.
Good. Wow.
But
So
is it
good.
enough? One more round to decide if it ends here or if we head to OT.
Good luck.
Heavy fight over Showers to start it off.
Okay, I think I can.
Do not want to go
Wait.
back to another overtime. I remember how that series ended last night.
So they play it slow.
Spike dropped.
Put some pressure towards Showers.
Yum.
Back to see if anyone's walked on B.
Time to hunt.
Goes down A short, just putting some pressure down as the wall goes up and the rest of the team regroups on B.
I might be seen a lot of these setups with the drone on one side to pull a fake. They don't bite on it this time.
Ammunition.
That spike's going to head back over to A, isn't it? Akita gives it up, gives it over to the Brimstone. Maybe a little better on that front.
Toxins going up.
Yes.
Still, time is dwindling.
With 35 seconds, so much will be asked of Sayuri again. She's the player to take the first fight.
30 seconds
No
left.
Molly to stall out this plant. And no one even really guarding her.
Akita wants to fight out again.
Oh, it's a heavy dive on up, but Sayuri will get a kill anyways. 20 seconds left, the Nightfall comes out. Melissa is here. We're down to the wire. It's teleports onto the B side, but there's still 2 players here. Look at the site, look at Bastarda. Bastarda down in hell. Gets 2, she's tearing. Heads off.
They got an OD, they got an OD!
That is redemption for Bastarda. She had a diabolical half. 3 rounds with the operator where she gets nothing. The round where she had the Yoru ult, jumping out, nearly losing MIBR this game. But when it mattered the absolute most, she gets her 3.
So good.
And as we take a moment to breathe before another overtime for G2, they will sit with another map they could have had. A round where they were up numbers, so they lost to the heroics of 1 player of an IGL. Daiki yesterday, Sayuri today.
Yeah!
In a row, eliminated by Brazil.
But that was a different story. That was lower finals back-to-back.
And now here, 2 games in a row in overtime versus Brazil. Can they change the script? Can they win it this time?
Is someone leading them? Excuse me?
Prowler is unsuccessful at pushing the players off of B-Long.
And he was on the aggro line, falls back to play high-low with Akita.
This is abnormally slow from MIBR. They were doing so many grouped hits in the first half.
That is how this round will end as well.
Unless.
Amy and Akita. You see Mimi back in spawn, ready to very quickly rotate either side of the map. Bastarda, the brilliant first shot. And now it will just be Amy and Akita in backside, taking control over lamps. Still slow from MIBR to get into the site. It's going to be messy with Akita fighting forward. Shoulder reveal, good utility. MIBR bring the fight to G2. Straight into lamps. And this is a disaster for Vanya and Petra.
Oh no.
After playing a perfect second half to lose a couple of rounds into an OT and now find themselves in a 2-on-5.
How do you even start to solve this one? There's mollies coming in from Sayuri.
Flash through, the wall comes down. Vanya doesn't stand.
Oh, they almost had it. Oh my god, G2, oh my god.
IBR have so swiftly switched this momentum back into their control. Pretty much every round on their attack, they showed these hyper-fast plays here. They slow it down, and that's the crucial piece. Amy overcommits to the jiggle, gets beheaded by Bastarda.
Well, let's talk about Bastarda. How about her stepping up in crunch time, right? Was playing a really tough half, right? Couldn't find any value with the operator, but then getting a few opening kills to then having the huge round of the Guardian on B site to force this OT. Now finds the opening pick, is now topping the leaderboard to boot.
Oh my.
G2 have to wrestle some control back. This game was all elation for them. You see the change on the face of Akita.
Oh my god.
For Vanya, who...
Yep. Akita went serious mode since earlier.
Now having to try and summon one more on attack.
MIBR winning through the power of friendship, it seems.
Power of friendship! Okay.
Yeah, kind of a roller coaster for them.
Is it like a timeout?
G2, they have
Okay,
it's
no,
always
no,
shown
no.
us these very slow rounds. Mimi has loved calling these drone pressure one side, drone pressure the other, fake back in. Is this the round where she simplifies? Just sends and execute. Certainly MIBR want to fight.
A seize?
Made?
Melissa was usually saving the Seizes. This is different.
They're reading that it's going to be a fast play on A.
Oh my word. G2 creeping in. Off of the drone is when they pull the
No.
G2 wisely retreat. Bait out the utility, now ready to pop back through. So much pressure on Akita to find the first kill here, but it's Petra to do it instead. Melissa in the back of sight. Dodges away from the
Meme
flash.
is gone,
Utility
the start is
there.
gone.
But still 2 players in backside. G2 choose not to plant the spike just yet.
Wait, that's
Instead
multiplayer.
taking
My
their
bad.
time.
There's a flank working. But still a standoff on the site itself.
These smokes are going to come down soon. And G2 are not comfortable by any means. Melissa, it's a double swing, SRN!
No, oh my god. Is this?
Tears open this round, the flank will come on in, and it's Petra in a one-on-one. Is she just going back into spawn? Can she even do this? SRN straight through the box goes ballistic!
Oh my god.
Statement from MIBR.
It was the near perfect half for G2, bringing it all the way back. You thought they had it in the bag, but it's
Oh my god, they saved that OT.
It's SRN in overtime, and Brazil is happy. Up 1 map in this series. We head to Sunset after this.
Spike is tapped. The swings come in. MIBR holding for it. And Vanya has to have the 1v3. She started off, and she finishes it.
Just unreal from Vanya.
So scary. Oh my god.
An update is required. Financial system.
Oh. I almost got scared, dude. I almost got fucking scared.
System updated. We will dance to get. The future of money
Should probably actually do this.
is good.
Break down my walls, but I won't rise again. 'Cause I stand tall in my environment. How could I ever close my eyes as they silence sins? They try to take me down with their violence. Oh, they go back in. Bishop flashes in, and down goes Knight.
I had a dream before to be a shoutcaster. I don't think I'm cut out for it just yet. I don't think so. Ooh.
That's me falling in and out so fast when I feel trapped. Hungry for another one, anyone. I don't look back. I will hold you while I'm 1 foot out.
Goodbye.
And it's all because
I don't need you anymore. I didn't realize how streamlined I was getting actually. Whoa. Okay. Bring back. There you go. I think I can thicken that a little bit more, the eyes. So there's actually like a little bit more of an emphasis there.
Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door, but what's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always sure. Something real, something raw, not accidental, no, I'm sure. You're not needed, show you the door. What's that, yeah, are you sure? Yeah, that's a rental, yeah, what a bore. Lying, nothing in your core. Buying, yeah, what for? But do what I need to, always
I think that's what I'm not too sure.
I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money now, yeah, more tax. Suited it now, don't worry about that. Boring, yeah, I've never been that. I get paid, bro, just to relax. Yeah, more money, but yeah, more tax.
I'm still a big fan of this. Still a big fan. This is the reason why I'm watching this shit right now. Should I even put shading on the eyes? I feel like I could.
Hi guys, it's Bella. I'm standing with MIBR's Blitz and Arthur here today.
Dang.
To continue your run here at GCC. How confident are you guys going into Sunset now?
Agora vocês estão a uma partida de continuar a sua jornada aqui. Quão confiante vocês estão agora entrando na Sunset?
A gente entrou muito confiante nessa série, mesmo faltando um mapinha só, a gente vai tratar como tá 0 a 0. Teve um apagão agora nessa bind, mas a gente vai conversar aqui, vai voltar muito forte para Sunset para fechar o mapa e continuar no
We're pretty much like confident since the beginning. Yes, we had like a blank just here by that bind, but we're just gonna sit down, talk a little bit more, and then come back even stronger for the next.
Even
Sunset.
stronger? Okay, alright. Vamos. Obrigada.
Obrigada.
Goodbye.
Yeah. That's so cute.
Good job, Bella. I know she was very proud of that. But yeah, even stronger.
Third. I feel like the multiply on the eyes might not be the best. So I'm gonna
Very
erase it.
close matchup. It came down to the 1v1s, the 1v2s, or the 2v1s, right? However you want to put it, this was a very, very tight matchup.
I know that in this graphic it only says.
Oh, this one is the emote ones. Okay,
Of,
but
as you're saying, 1v1s, 2v2s, that all down to the last bit. The players getting 4Ks here and there, like so many super impressive individual plays that we've been seeing. So many mistakes that were so hardly punished by MIBR coming from G2. An amazing bind, honestly. That was genuinely enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It was kind of getting like kind of quiet throughout the entire series. The operator wasn't getting much value, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you get the 3K to bring it into OT, and you ride that momentum. And I honestly think that she carried the entire overtime.
Yeah. Sometimes all you need is just that one round, right? Just one round, and that brings us to a Verizon high-speed moment from round 4. We have this moment, which we thought this was just.
I like how they integrate the ads into like the comments. That's kind of cool. Also, I hate ads. I hate ads with that one.
On the side very quickly, and the moment, of course, is just using that seize with the Brimstone ultimate.
Ow, my head hurts.
Amazing and unstoppable during this map.
You just can't do anything about it. It's just a lose-lose.
Oh, okay.
And it was a fast flood attempt too from G2, but yeah, I mean that tether and Brim ultimate, it's just you just get cooked.
Yeah. And literally, actually, with that Brim ult, right? It's so amazing how MIBR were just had so many of these set plays, but the comeback from G2 was also very respectable. And we were talking about how it only takes one round sometimes. Vanya had 2 back-to-back.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back. I think that also when we were looking at the first half and looking at when G2 was trying to get more aggressive to try and shut down MIBR or trying to get a little bit of control over the map, we also saw some very key plays. So then we have to look at both of the Brimstone on this map. So Yuri also leading the team. What an amazing performance time after time. I love the explosiveness, how they were able, again, to punish every single thing, every small thing that G2 could do wrong. The awareness also of like clearing everything and knowing what weapons could be where. Amazing play for the side of MIBR.
And I say this a lot, but it is so true. When your IGL is having pop-off moments like this, everyone else on the team just gets fired up, and it makes them feel like, okay, if they're doing it, we can do it too.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the deadly team that you're going to play against at that.
Yeah, especially when she was the one setting the tone for the first few rounds, right? She was the one early on actually dictating like what they had to do.
I think at some point like 10-2 or 10-4 or something like that. I mean, that's ridiculous numbers.
Yeah, we talk a lot about SRN, but
No.
she's right up there next to SRN usually, especially when we look at the stats of the last rematch, right? But with that comeback from G2, actually, that mini comeback from G2, I want to hear what Drew Spark has to say ahead of Map 2 as we send it to the stage with Bella and the coach.
Well, yesterday came so close and first bind as well. What was the talk? What was the prep like last night coming into today to wipe the slate clean for you guys?
Yeah, I think it was just recognizing that, I mean, speaking honestly, it felt like we lost the game, you know, like kind of left to ourselves. I think a lot of it was just a lot of micro things. And I feel the same about Bind as well. Like there was a lot of clutches we won, a lot of clutches we lost. And I think ultimately it just kind of comes down to those late rounds, playing together properly and closing out rounds properly.
좀 어제
You know what's painful about such a close map like this? We talk a lot about this on the Pacific Desk, how when it gets to overtime, as the score is closer, the loss is more painful. And so I really want to see how G2 is able to make this mental comeback. Petra said herself in the arrival, it's more about the mental game, and I think they feel that especially in this moment.
I think you hit hit the nail in the head there, Mika, because there's a couple of rounds that G2 should have won. We were speaking about the Bastarda getting the 3K. Again, it's an amazing individual moments coming in from MIBR. You should always be aware that the players, the individuals on the other side have this strength and they're not going to be shaky. They're, as I said, going to be looking to punish those mistakes. And for G2 at the end of the day is 2 back-to-back 14-12s. That is so harsh to come back mentally from. But if they do not want to go home, it has to happen on Sunset. Dre, do you like this map?
I mean, I'm a big fan of Sunset. I don't know what G2 are going to run on this map, though. And I was already kind of seeing from the MIBR side a Viper, maybe. So already some comp changes that are going to be made here.
I need the Uno reverse.
This is the G2 comp.
Ooh.
The Chamber Sage. I'm a huge fan of this. What I'm surprised at here from the side of MIBR, though, is the Cypher.
I need the Uno reverse card.
That's just kind of fallen out of the meta. Like those nerfs, it's just not good. Those trips don't do as much damage as they used to do, right? But this Sage Chamber comp, I think Amy started heating up towards the later end of that bind, which I think is a good sign. Now, I will say, I don't know how much of the operator play we've seen from the side of Amy, but I mean, I just think that the stopping power that you have with the Sage combined with the Chamber threat is a force to be reckoned with on this map of Sunset.
I want to see also how this changes the way the G2 goes in place on this map, because I remember, like, of course, moving away from that, having that double duelist, and maybe Amy that now is going to be in the Chamber, being more in the position of playing the Sage and controlling one side of the map, just leaving it all that space. I wonder how that matches up and how MIBR is going to be playing with that.
No, wait, what am I doing?
Stakes here. This could be it for G2, as this is an elimination match, or will this make it to a map 3? We're going to send it back to your casters. Here's Ender and Mimi.
As Mika said, G2 facing their earliest ever elimination in a GCC, and MIBR ready to send them home 2 years in a row in this lower bracket. But G2, no strangers to dropping that first map and firing back in map 2.
Yeah, and for G2, if they did lose, it would not just be back-to-back against MIBR, but 3 years in a row to a Brazilian team. They gotta lock in, but I think this is a great map to do it on. I love their approach. I think this Sage Chamber is the best comp on the map right now, and it especially excels here on defense.
Big challenge for G2 is proving they can close the map. Last 2 maps they played versus MIBR and Team Liquid, both maps they very easily could have won. Slipped away from them in overtime. Definitely gonna be that weight hanging over them.
Let's show something aggro on the pistol round here. Walk the Chamber down mid with the Neon to help.
It is starting. They got this.
They like their faster plays. They're gonna keep it simple towards A to start.
High Haunt broken by Bastarda. G2 have taken so much control on the map. Amy has already stepped into tiles. Doesn't have an angle here necessarily with the trip watching the flank.
MIBR, they are full contacting this, but that gives time for this Chamber to walk fully into their flank.
Oh, steps into the trip, and now MIBR send 2 players to deal with the flanker. As they go into the site, and G2 instantly activate. Nikita hasn't really found anything, but the rest of the team has. G2
Okay. Oh.
Just like that,
Damn, okay. They got it again. They got it again. They got it again.
And that is the problem with going for these very slow rounds where you don't have any insurance on this map. G2 from the very start, they were walking Akita and Amy into mid. They very quickly.
I think I'm just gonna
nothing home
get
there.
the fucking.
Before MIBR can even.
I think I'm just gonna get the fucking Uno reverse card. I wanna fucking draw this from scratch, bro.
By Akita on the site.
I need to get it on. Where can I get it? I think I'll just send it on Instagram.
In that last match they just played, can start off on a good foot here.
He's gonna be so confused. He's gonna be so confused why I just sent him an Uno reverse card. Sorry, my love. It's okay.
So much worse.
Yeah.
Did I save it?
Well, Melissa just got a
think I
kill,
did.
so
Yeah.
checkmate.
That
Point
is
refuted.
checkmate indeed.
Oh shit! I did it so many times. My bad. There you go.
As well. But look, there's not going to be many tools to push Amy off this line, so she can play very proactive, continue to pressure over there. And on the other side, we have Sage Util. And 8 seconds again with the slow. Now here comes Amy. Well, she doesn't get the kill. Does have to retreat and does it safely.
I'm a little nervous right now about G2.
Yeah.
Getting forced off the angle, taken low on the chamber.
How does G2 reply now? They still have B main control, but they worried that there was a lurk going on through mid. There isn't really, at least not an active one yet.
Right now, Amy is all alone on the A site. 2 players are getting called back, rotating through spawn to assist.
Yeah.
They are going to be here in time.
There will be a lurk coming through as well. I agree with you. I'm a little scared.
Viper Wall not really doing MIBR too many favors. They have to come on through here with just the dark cover to protect. And now Vanya jumps through the smoke after the Seas falls down. And with some bodies and with some guns, G2 can pick up the kills they need.
MIBR might get a plant. They're going to run towards B.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop them, really.
I mean,
they
take
have
those little
time.
wins, yeah. Melissa already with 4 ult orbs as well. We'll have a 5th off the plant. See if Bastarda can get anything done with this classic. I like the way G2 have just ignored Boba completely. Work in all together through market now.
Oh.
That classic, hard to deal damage with.
Why am I there?
Range
Okay.
Bastarda is playing from. Melissa, the hope for MIBR with this Spectre.
Last player standing.
A good swing and maybe a shock dart for some extra damage, but as Amy posts up with the Bulldog, G2 will take their second round.
So no need to fear in the end.
I'm kind of rooting for G2, but I also saw how strong MIBR is, so I think MIBR might win.
Flowing one side, the chamber posturing up on the other. MIBR, they don't have a...
Because they keep getting a lot of, like, stuff, a lot of shots.
It's going to be about how they can bait out the chamber to...
Oh, this is the first time where we actually see her eyes. Okay, bet.
Yeah.
2 slows in the wall.
And I think seeing things like the slide double swing to clear mains is really important when there could be a chamber there, so you can always have the quick trade or...
This is actually, yeah, this is the first time we see her eyes. Yippee! I'm actually super happy. I, for some reason, keep starting on, like... on like faces where there's no reason yet, like there's no eyes yet, and I'm so sad about that.
This idea, as you said, there's the teleport. Vanya in front of the dart, but already some return fire.
And look, that whole A main fight was just to get the AWP posted. Now they're gonna call back into a B stack,
Beautiful.
and there's the AWP in play.
And that could have been the lurk with Lisa playing on her Viper Wall. Now MIBR have to work into mid, where a Prowler doesn't see anything. That smoke on the right side makes it very hard for G2 to get information back in that mid space.
MIBR found the right gap in this one. Working into market.
Oh, there could be a brutal timing caught right here. This fight into market. I believe Vanya figured it out and is now swinging on the other side of this wall. Posts up right on top of the screen. SRN will secure the shot. Now comes straight into the site. Mimi has nowhere really to go, but SRN is stunning herself. Slows down this take of the site. Means Mimi
Give
has
up
a
a
chance
little bit.
here.
Oh! Nah.
MIBR
Oh, that's a hard win.
have nice space.
That's hard to win in general. Not hard to win.
Few opportunities to G2.
And now G2 have to retake with an operator.
Well, we'll see.
Oh shit, I forgot something. I forgot to do... I know. Yeah, I forgot to do ad here. Okay.
The trade from Melissa too.
You see how conflicted Amy is. Wants to get involved somehow, but also doesn't want to lose the gun.
One enemy remaining.
Great hold.
Yeah, but
Now Akita maybe thinking about grabbing the operator, also thinking about playing the round. Does she want this? It's a big commitment. After spending for the operator, she pulls off the kill. The Bulldog is enough for the instant kill.
I think they got caught in their decision there. They wanted initially, it looked like, to play passive, just let the 2 players go. But then they get that pick. Amy feels like she can do something, and ends up the worst of both worlds, where you lose the round and the off.
Now, it sounds really bad losing that operator, but it is worth noting that Amy with 5 kills already in 3 rounds is just 1 away from the Tour de Force.
Oh. Back up, back up, back up, back up.
Oh, that's wanted that off, and she's got it. On the attack Neon operator.
Big stack from G2 into main. Oh, we're just fighting forward, teleporting up top. Up her own paranoia, Vanya, what an angle!
Oh.
And now instantly out.
The slow keeps the traders away as well.
And Amy pops
Let's
the
restrict
ultimate.
this
She
again.
doesn't leave B
No,
main.
wait,
The
no.
rest of her team
Just snooze it for 2 hours
says
again.
you can lock that down for us.
And this is great, because G2 can now call back into a stack towards A. Just leave the chamber for info on the other side.
MIBR have some ideas of their own to play for the lurks. 2 geared up for mid right now. Shock dart sent to market, I believe.
I am still watching, by the way.
But that's big. Push Amy off the line, bait out her TP.
This fight in mid could blow everything up, especially if Sayuri can win those out. A Hunter's Fury coming out for main as well as Bastarda. And now that shot does not connect. Bastarda
Oh no.
solidifies position into the site. Working forward. Sees a player pop up. Bastarda. Whether
Whoa.
falls down, Anya with 3 to win the round.
That's their win? Wait, no, no. It's G2's
I
win.
think they showed again nice ideas to start these rounds.
That early aggro flame B main was sweet.
They're Paper X posting with this one. Stage wall boost up, Omen TP's on top of it. And you see that little extra piece there, the slow orb means no one else can swing in to help.
Oof, Sayuri.
Caught off. Sayuri nearly turned that around though. If she stays alive in mid there, and suddenly they're into the site, could have been a different world. Instead, G2 are back, and they've reset the money for MIBR.
MIBR just gonna send it at A, but I believe that was not
Where is
terrible.
Sayuri going? Look, she's TP'd double into the site.
Yeah, but has to do everything on her own while her teammates are running through one ways. So it's not gonna do much.
That makes it a little harder to actually get your value there, and well, poor Melissa already getting flanked in a 1v4.
Okay, somebody shoot her.
One day.
This is getting ridiculous. Mimi will get it. There we go. All right. And a few extra.
So G2 not only win that round, but
Okay, now this is a difficult part.
MIBR are going to call it on.
The
I
eyes.
think the number one thing to solve is what I was talking about before with how you play into these 2 sentinels on the extremity. But what G2 is doing so well is spicing that up by showing these early round set plays. So if you're MIBR, you not only have to think, are they going for one of their aggro looks, but also, how do we actually deal with the Sage and the Chamber util that is basically a requirement to do anything else?
Honestly, I'm not even sure if it has to be so complicated for MIBR to like match those main fights.
Sure.
You know, you absolutely can do that if SRN is feeling it and wants to punish the chamber, but just as easily you can give that forward space, fight for mid, try to threaten blowing up the map, and then moving back in with your scouting utility later in the round, as opposed to falling into these traps. 'Cause that's back-to-back rounds where G2 have just had 3 players ready for the fight in mains.
Absolutely, but G2 have also had solid solutions into mid. I think their market anchors have done a really great job of locking that area down, because MIBR have shown rounds where they're taking that mid control. But that doesn't mean it's not the solution. I do agree with you that that is the best solve to not get caught out into these ideas on either extremity.
Think about it, G2 was wildly effective when they were running some of the aggro looks on bind on defense too.
Well, G2 has expected this. They have 2 fighters ready in mid.
Highly likely, Amy's just gonna jump over onto the ledge with the teleport ready. As she does, dart up, broken for her. Now Amy can look at tiles. She's protected from the swing top mid because of the pillar right in the middle of the yard. Also from Akita, jiggling on the angle. This is quiet from MIBR.
Pretty early wall from G2 thrown up. That'll go down at about 50 seconds.
Probably because they're playing so much for mid, they don't have the forward info they would usually have on the A side of the map. And so,
oh, this timing.
Oh, this drone is going to be punished. Here goes Akita. Nothing
no.
about that. No one even protecting it. because MIBR was walking 3 players over to A to push a player off this line.
With her death, though, they realize something's up in mid, find the weaker side on A. But still, G2 were always set up to retake. They have Petra's ult to do it.
I think I can blur this.
And Bastarda is positioned.
Nice, I can blur it. Okay, that's fine.
To
It's
cut
good.
off to rotate. Now a scouting ultimate from Vanya spots 3 players. G2 can react to this one. Oh my god, Vanya up on top of the box. Can peer straight over the smoke. Forces a safer plant out of MIBR. And now the fight coming up into Link from SRN. No one's here. Nightfall dodge from SRN. Akita sliding into the site. Sayuri finds her mark. And now dancing on opposite ends of the site. Inside of 2 separate smokes. It'll be Vanya on the first kill. G2 need to see some enemies, need to see something before Bastarda just tears them all down. 3 in the round for both. A 4 needed. Bastarda will take it from IBR.
Nice.
A huge step up from her. The player who got dropped by Team Liquid in the mid-season had to find a new team and found it in the squad that was previously her rival. After coming into this roster, has immediately found success, both individually and with the team too.
Yeah, been a duelist player now. Well, she can play the Yoru on this map, forced on Cypher duty, but still making it look fun.
Started is a great read for G2, but MIBR, the clutch plays, that's the difference.
Up into elbow, Amy getting danced on a little bit with quick teleport away. SRN ready to go into this site, not worried about smokes, has the assistance of her team behind her, now sliding back into elbow, Amy.
Oh my god! The transfer.
Left in the clutch once more.
Careful now. She knows where 1 is with the trapwire on the flank.
And also hurt Akita earlier as well.
They're really gonna make her do it again.
But I like this. G2 would have heard the trip go down. Won't expect Bastarda to be playing right on top of it. Bastarda chips away at Akita. Now swings back in for it. Mimi will send her packing.
And G2 hold on. After winning a clutch, MIVR try a very fast round. But you can see the G2 anchors were ready. Look at how Amy plays this. Stealing
Okay, so I think
on the dive. And then the crossfire with Petra.
Really snappy there between the 2 angles.
Yeah, she still got it.
Let's go!
Nice. Nice.
She's looking at the camera.
Oh yeah.
Wait, she is? She was? Oh damn, I didn't notice. It's cute.
It's gonna be broke after losing that round, and G2
Here you
again
go.
shift their setup, now putting the chamber over towards B. And MIVR have really favored these A hits. So G2 want to show a new look of how to dominate that main control.
Oh, Amy saw a shoulder.
Okay, top mid control. These are great rounds to deal with the Sentis, but Petra, she's so ready for it.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
No issues there.
And how the hell are you ever going to get into B with the Sage there, with the chamber there?
You're gonna say you're not. I'm gonna say you're gonna think about some options for the future. You know, it's a little bit odd from MIB. I'm trying to get a read on how they're playing this map. And I just really feel like that round, of course, you have 2 players peeking into top mid, but a lot of things you normally see teams do, breaking the
No,
market
you.
door.
Oh, hi, Piper. Welcome to the stream. Oh gosh, I don't know how. My God, Petra, all in mid. Welcome to the stream, Kuiper. Hi. I don't know how big the stream gap is, so I apologize in advance if I'm like very much delayed. But hello, welcome to the stream. Hi, how are you? I am currently just watching. Oh my fucking God. Good job. But I've just been watching GCC. Also, hi Cha, how was the gym? I apologize if I've not been talking for like the longest one. I am talking now, right? I can talk. Okay, I'm talking. How was the gym? I apologize in advance if I'm not talking. I've been I just finished exam, so I have to do I have to do some backlogs for my work, as well as getting a rest yesterday. How was gym, chat? Oh wait, they still have no audio. I think so. How gym?
Much forward information
How gym?
for this fight. 1-for-1 at the start. Now Lisa on the side. MIBR, we're waiting for it. Not gonna fall victim this time around.
She has a res, but she doesn't have a wall to do it safely.
Yeah, good luck.
Oh,
and now,
what is that? Hey,
revealed.
just realized that.
That
The hell
means
is this?
Sayuri knows she can blow up the map straight through top mid. G2 had no Yuto waiting for it.
All the way around.
Yeah, sending Bastarda as well.
My body is shaking. I just took a tricycle home. Yep, that's gym.
Again with 2 players.
They're trying the res.
Oh no, and a stun immediately answers. Here comes Bastarda. Oh no, the shots, where are they? Nobody can find them. Sayuri back into the site, but there's another player back on slant. This round is an absolute mess. Defense here. Akita looking down on MIBR. And G2 will have another.
Nice. I wonder if they'll be.
After that round, that was.
That
was gross. Oh, the whiff from Bastarda. That was the round for MIBR. They get the Cypher ultimate. Find the perfect way to break into mid. But in a 4-on-3.
I haven't gone to. I'm not really gone to the gym, but I haven't really. What's it called? I haven't exercised in a while. Love the coaches for that.
Yeah, might be too. And MIBR have nothing now. On to another eco. This is G2 running away with the half. And I really think that...
Damn. I wonder if they'll be able to make out of this, or it's gonna go to best of 3.
MIBR try something else into mid or to
I mean, best of wait, no, best of 2. Jesus.
Wall boost looks, the re-clear that they tried that round. They constantly have that next step. So Sayuri and the team at MIBR, they just can't get a read on what this defense ever actually is.
I think the concerning thing is a few rounds ago I would say, oh, MIBR just need to solve the start of their rounds.
Sure.
But it almost feels like because G2 are getting so much information round after round after round, because MIBR are playing so back, you know, and not containing the space, it means that G2 can call these great mid rounds.
And that's because of the conditioning early with those set plays off the rip you're talking about.
Exactly. MIBR a little bit spooked, it seems like, waiting for players of G2 to step forward. But really, I think Amy has just been leaning over towards the B side so consistently. Finally, now the read from MIBR is to play into mid. Sayuri is just ulting back into spawn. Inside of dark cover. It's answered on the other side of things as Vanya pivots back over to B. And now 2 players from MIBR in spawn. Akita pinching down at the back. This time Bastarda wins the fight. A nightfall into Bova. The Hunter's Fury to boot. Amy with 2 kills through the wall. Switches over to...
Oh no!
And it's still all right as Mimi sees another body. This round could have gotten a little bit more wild for MIBR.
But now it's all but over. There's a wall up in the face of Melissa. The spike is down elsewhere. And G2 have held firm. I like the idea of this eco round of trying to blow up mid control, get a deep TP. I think it's something to explore more, but again, G2, they turn, they figure out the fight, and it's another proactive refight from Akita, sliding out into mid with that stun.
G2 responding really well, whether it's the quick opening rounds or the slower ones.
You guys have a gun now.
Can I?
Dart out, she's going to swing with it. So. Vanya not baited at all by that dart.
All good. 8-2 now for G2. They are rolling this defense. What have MIBR figured out?
Well, my concern is because they ran the mid aggro look, either that's the read out of the timeout, they're going to play the next 2 rounds like that, in which case G2 have a perfect preview of it.
Are they in timeout? No, they're not yet in timeout.
Old habits and fight for A main again.
Yeah. I mean, to their credit, they're always getting A main. It's just the problem is when the reclears come in, when G2 dominates mid.
It's a Sage wall boost, I believe a double boost for these 2 players. As soon as the smoke comes in, boost on over it. MIBR didn't see this last time. And some fire down on Sayuri takes her to 30.
That is a big investment to use your Sage wall at the beginning of the round, but here comes the next layer, Chris.
And look at A. Exactly, but it's a different Viper wall this time. It helps them out on site instead of just fighting over from main, but this time G2 blow them up, and Mimi just holds her own.
It's the same script round after round. MIBR play a slow start of round. They try and get into an extremity. G2 re-clear and dominate them.
And I love that G2 don't spend forever on top of that stage. Well, a lot of teams, when they run something like this, they invest 400 creds to get the wall
sunk
boost.
cost fallacy.
That player never leaves. But instead, G2 show that and then instantly rotate away because they know that MIBR is not going to re-swing and challenge that ridiculous angle. That is never favoring the player down on bot mid.
But if you're in rank, they'll always re-swing. Stay up there. 99% get off the wall right before they swing.
You know, this was G2's map pick, but I really do feel like, even compared to their bind,
Delete it.
is a
No.
different level of
Put me back.
set protocols and understanding of how to dominate defense on this map. On bind, it was a lot of just running aggro plays that were put together, and they either worked or they didn't. This one is a little bit less all in, a little bit less committed, so you get to see some of the mid-rounding prowess of Mimi.
Yeah, it wasn't always her on this
10
role.
seconds
Switched
left.
into it.
Okay, let's see how well this
It was
goes.
right before GCC last year because Petra had been IGLing all year long, and then
Even though she was playing the duelist and had to switch on to that.
we were all surprised because we were calling Petra the duelist heading into GCC last year, and then she was like, "Wait, no, that's not what I do anymore." Mimi took that job from me.
This is the new me. And I'm not the IGL anymore. And after not showing the operator since, I think, round 3 whatsoever, this is the time where G2 go back to normal and Amy buys it.
I kind of forgot the operator was an option.
And it's normally like the reason you pick the chamber. No, it's still here. And,
Okay.
And after seeing so many A lurks, she'll now solo hold that aggro and have a sage to back up if needed.
Well, better late than never. MIBR ready to take some mid space.
Wahoo.
I tell a lie. I've never been more disappointed. I've been waiting for this all half. And they're stepping into the B main trap. How has Mimi just read every single thing MIBR have literally ever tried? I'll tell you why. It's because Chamber always has forward information. And MIBR are always dodging her.
Akita's going to get in the close corner. This is going to cook.
He's so fucking scared with the hub.
B main is where the fight is coming. Vanya
Oh god, that's a lot.
Akita. Calm, not swinging off the paranoia.
And she still has a stun.
She's careful.
Left inside of this smoke. But she just spins on it.
Oh my god.
That's a way to steal a round.
If you want to talk about a comeback, you need at least 9-3. That's a good start.
9-3.
The forward line. Plays it on the other side of this wall. Jumping Neon. Taken out of the round. Mimi's already rotated over with a wall down on the left approach. Now it's easy.
Welcome to my world.
But MIBR are leaving. The spike is actually heading back towards B. Finally some late round ideas from MIBR, but they're a little bit slow. Petra has come into Boba, and his kill comes down for Mimi. Cuts away at the lurk opportunity. Petra chooses to play for numbers. Give the spike plant over to MIBR. How do they set up?
On a retake, they'll bide their time.
If they 9-3 this, it might be the curse.
It all comes down to the crossfire. Sayori and Bastarda on the site.
But MIBR do not have backside control. There's not a lot of space for them to play with, especially with the pressure coming through from that smoke. Melissa has to support back from main. Melissa and the team have to light it up. It's not enough just yet. Sayuri in a 1-on-2. Coming out from both sides. G2 will take 10 rounds in this opening half.
Just an incredible showing from them. A masterclass in the calling from Mimi. Showing aggressive refights in the mid-round, constantly reading into the exact setup from MIBR.
And all things considered, this is what the second half of Bind also looked like. If G2 just didn't slip in those last couple of rounds. G2 in the last 2 halves have been the better team. But it's still them with their backs against the wall.
They still have to prove that they can close out.
I'm only doing 4. But it's only been 2 hours. I think I'm doing very well actually.
Standing by with Bella.
Okay. VRV, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
오늘은 니콜님과 함께 MIBR 응원가를 무슨 뜻인지 좀 한번 불러볼 수 있는지 들어보려고 하는데. Hi guys, I'm standing with Nicole. The song you guys were chanting, I have to ask, what are you guys saying? And can you teach me a verse?
Yes, we were actually praying, and apparently it went really, really well in that first map, so we're probably gonna do it again. And we were actually chanting Nossa Senhora me dê a mão, so you can try it.
Nossa Senhora
Me dê a mão.
me dê a mão.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Alright. 이게 사실 기도인데 계속해서 할 때마다 라운드를 따내서 계속해서 기도를 할 거라고 이야기를 해줬습니다. Alright. Hopefully I'll get to master it. Alright.
Yeah, of course, and we can do it here, and they can win the second map.
Alright. Love that. Thank you, Nicole. And that is it.
Do you want to try, Christy?
I've already forgotten it.
Do you not remember?
I don't remember.
Do you want to try anyway?
No, that is not. You please be my guest.
No,
Mimi.
no. I wouldn't after asking you to do it. I feel like that would be rude.
Okay, well, it just seems like you just don't support MIBR, is what it sounds like.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah,
I
because
don't
you're not
support
going to cheer
any
for them.
team because I'm so unbiased.
Wow. See, I support.
You're-
I support.
Okay,
I support
let's go.
our teams first.
Let's go.
Coinbase Econ report
Let's
is
go.
something that I would be in support of.
Yeah. Oh, let's.
Okay, I think
How about
I
that?
can finish.
I mean, the real the
One,
hero of this app has been
3, 4,
Vanya.
5, 6. Okay,
Vanya picked up.
I've only done 4, but I have time. I got this.
Quite a few more after that, sitting 16 and 6 currently.
Yeah, she had a monster game. And it's true of map 1 is
Okay, I think I'll take a break after this. I'm gonna try doing my crochet thing,
so impressed.
and hopefully I can do something with that, you know?
Time for her. You think when she showed up with previous events with BBL Queens and in her first year last year with G2 as well, was always excellent.
Is it just objectively funny that Vanya has like done way more damage to like literally the Omen than all 5 players combined, essentially?
It's an Omen diff, I suppose.
That's actually crazy. Sayuri's not even having a bad game. It just when it comes to that head-to-head, Vanya absolutely clearing. And the crazy thing about this map too is that G2 literally did this yesterday.
Yes.
Like, map 2 was a 13-2 on Haven.
Wait, Christy, what if we're just running the inverse of yesterday's series?
Oh my god, and it's a
an
stomp for
overtime into a
MIBR.
Stomp.
Oh, please
But it's
don't.
split. It's split. The rule of all
For one frame, it kind of looked like they were on the scent, and I got so confused real quick.
Maybe spectating the wrong player here. MIBR setting up for a fight in top mid.
Here we go,
As the
fast
wall
for
comes
Akita into
down.
elbow. What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing about anything.
Ooh, Akito's aggressive!
Players here. No misdirection. Not going to be stun locked. SRN comes down. MIBR. It's not going to be a 13-2. No way. No way. Surely not.
No way.
But now walled off by their own teammate Sagewall as MIBR regroup towards spawn.
Wait, are they just going to leave? Is that an option?
It is an option, certainly.
I mean, after putting down the Sage Wall, you would have thought that might have been good enough to get the plants. They're going on a long, long walk. Wait, the Omen smoke is interesting because it really discourages MIBR stepping through. Means that G2 could be anywhere on the site, so it's actually giving them a lot of time to go for this rotate.
Here's the problem, though. Cypher cam, you're going to be tapping that. There's also a trip they have to get through. They won't beat
That's
them there,
okay.
sure, but it's very nice tools to make this retake happen.
Now in the post plant, do G2 play in front of that Viper wall? And honestly, Bastarda could save the camera for the post plant to see if anyone's in front of that wall.
I mean, Chrissy, Akita is just going on her own.
Oh,
I mean, this
gosh, I
is
didn't
very
really
far
listen.
forward. Classic though, and 2 players ready for the double swing. Akita.
Oh.
The aim and stuns herself on the way out. All right.
No.
Still, it's Vanya. 1v3, but she is a beast. And there is no smoke to block her off.
Has the armor, has a ghost. And that spike out in the open. It's a little bit awkward as SRN's just jumping around. No one's watching main. They hadn't dealt with backside. Vanya, ready for another 1v4.
She's gone.
Won't give her the chance.
Time's low.
No, Melissa has this one.
Yeah, just with
I
a
mean, I
couple
can't hear
seconds to
anything
spare.
right now, but it'll be all right. Half a second. No problems. MIBR will take their third.
Only got a little scary at the end. But that is what wins it. All 3 players swinging in. They had opened towards mid.
And it was like a half-second window before the wall gets placed and goes up that those kills come in, and it ruins the round for G2.
Everyone G2 is looking right because they're waiting for that wall to come, the smoke to bloom. And well, a shock dart means you don't have to swing. into Hanya, which is a happy outcome.
Scary.
for MIBR.
I think MIBR will be working on not swinging into Vanya throughout this half. I think that might be the solution to coming back.
Certainly a start. Petra's just hanging out on B while his teammates contact FA.
There they are.
Unfortunately, all four just got darted.
It's interesting, but just look at the way the map is being played. It's very different how G2 were always fighting over mains. MIBR very willing to fall back.
Well, I think the biggest reason you see that is because look at MIBR's comp. They're playing Cypher Viper in current year.
Yeah.
It's very strange to see them sticking to their guns on this Cypher choice.
The thing is, though, I feel like usually you would be seeing MIBR play one weak side of the map with the Cypher Viper over on B, and then the other side could be fighting a little bit more aggressively. I think because SRN has the Outlaw and wants to play posted in market, means they don't have many options to go on the offensive.
Nice things about this comp. You do have great stall util added with this Viper.
Yeah, that one way there is super annoying.
Yeah, and then on the other side, you have a great wall to flood back into. When you're doing your B retakes, you can almost always hold on the backside control.
Akita's just running through that, full blinded. And now three players are jumping out. Somehow it's even. The paranoia means Akita wrapped all the way back around through spawn. Hold on. MIBR, you cannot let this happen to you. SRN has to clear this angle with the Outlaw. Slowed down by a reload. Bastarda with the spam, okay. It's even again, but not with Akita in the picture. Stepping on out, G2 steal away the MasterCard Thrifty, and it should be smooth sailing from here on out.
Let's hope, let's hope.
That is a very nice round from Akita. She goes around the world there. Starting off with the fight upstairs.
Nice, okay.
You can see it here. Just a ghost. That was against a Bulldog from Sayori. She gets that kill, picks up the gun, and then as this paranoia comes in, and no one can hear anything, she's rapping on Melissa.
But here's, I think, the issue with how MIBR were playing the A side.
Let's go.
It's way easier to play and play for trades, play for good spacing when you're fighting over a small point on the map. It's much harder when you're right here. I think G2 sneak up on you, so MIBR sees the reins over this round. 2 players in tiles already.
Every round that G2 has wanted it, they've had a main control because MIBR is not contesting at all, like we're talking about. And they have it again here. What they've traded for that space is mid.
Good stun comes out. It's just very hard because you'll see MIBR very isolated now, have to regroup 3 players in back spawn. Blocked away by a smoke. But G2's flank is vulnerable. Vanya, the only player watching that. Some good shock darts from damage, but that flank about to come online. Vanya, cold as ever. Now dodging away from the sun, chooses to fight this angle, and might have been a mistake. It won't really matter with the rest of G2, just completely locking down this site.
Get out of my way. Oh. Oh.
As much to guarantee this round as it is
a
rifle being carried over into the next.
When you watch MIBR play their attack, they constantly had to solve this puzzle of the Sage in the chamber. They are so impressive in the way that they lock down mains that just those 2 agents alone can be set at the task while the rest of G2 is going elsewhere to fight and play however they want on the defense. You switch over and you look at the composition for MIBR, and instead they have so many fewer tools to do that same fight. They're a lot more reliant on a passive Cypher setup one side, leaning more into 4-1s on the other. And G2 realized that A was weak. They just ran it over to start this half. And now they're 1 away from closing this game.
By winning that round 2 just means SRN's never really going to be able to buy an op in this half. So brutal. And it's sort of not giving SRN a chance to find some redemption after a tough first half. G2, contact on into the site, place down a wall for market. Bastarda with the judge. Send some help for Bastarda. She's having a game. Against all odds here. It's guaranteed backside control for MIBR. MIBR biding their time as Paranoia comes in. Wall being broken down. Still holding the ground in the backside. Hold on. Util out in hand. Amy gets a kill. Now inside of this smoke. G2 so uncomfortable, so worried to teleport into backside. Too much. MIBR up numbers now, still in firm hold of backside. G2 can't plant this spike unless Amy wins every single fight. But Bastarda onto a third, and MIBR take.
Oh, not again! Not again! Not again! Not again! Not again! Let's
That
hope.
is what they want with this composition, to be able to always hold backside.
You're in 12.
G2. I think if you're G2, a solve you think of for that is playing into mid control and Sage walling off market so that not having backside isn't as big of an issue. But when you wall off market and you don't have backside, you are just stuck like woman standing emoji in the open front sight, and it's so hard to actually win that.
Wall being pinged up by a Cypher trip. It's not a good
and while
position
there's,
to be
like,
in.
4 stingers swinging into you.
Yeah.
I'd expect them to change how they play that if they go back into B in the future.
See if they end there on this round. Right now, Amy with an Outlaw is just going to be working over onto B main.
That's a good spot.
That's a good spot. Is it a good spot, really?
Like this calm when we're talking about attack is how much agency it gives Amy. You're able to take risks that no one else really does on the lurk when you're chamber.
It's a very early drone. At 1:20 from Melissa. Now, very few options to find forward information, especially as market door is broken down and smoke is placed. There's always the threat, though, with this Viper wall going up that someone could step out of the market door. That's why Amy wants to get right in front of this wall. Now out of range of her teleport. On a bit of mission. Sees a player, can step back into it. Now has that jail free. But nowhere really to advance behind this. Still blocked off by that trip.
Yeah, she's just trying to provide some pressure here. TP goes back towards spawn, so G2 want to pivot,
Whoa,
but
whoa, whoa.
Amy...
Melissa just steps right into it. Needed the headshot for the kill. And now with 25 seconds left, coming into 3 players on this B site with no B main control. Akita is going to need to deal with this Cypher right on the other side of this wall. There's so much utility down on her. Bastarda digs her heels in with Lisa. With no time left on the clock, Sayuri filtering back into the site.
10 seconds left.
Sayuri has a chance here to just...
Oh!
MIBR not going down without a fight.
Oh, wow.
And another round taken.
Very good reaction out of MIBR. That's exactly the adaptation I wanted to see G2 make to playing B, where they're walling market instead. But feeling that pressure of the chamber fighting up on the flank, MIBR instead play their players close into main. And manage to fight together there instead, killing G2 as they come out onto the site from market. And just credit to Sayori. Such beautiful shots from her. She had an amazing map one as well.
Now, G2 are going to be calling a timeout here. And on the attack side, I feel like they've just been running into so many problems in the post plant on B there. They just need one round.
Yes.
Do they adjust how they want to take into the B site? Do they just avoid it entirely? Is that a viable option?
Yeah, it's certainly a viable option. I think that...
That's what I forgot. Her...
Get some main control and then...
Her... eyeshadow.
The thing is, Chrissy, even if they lose the next 4 rounds in a row, you just wait until you have 5 ults and then you guarantee the win.
Okay. So if you're the coach, you're just like, I don't care what you do, just don't waste your ult.
No, I think I'd call around. And
Yeah,
then
you'd
also
offer
say,
a little bit more
I
than that.
care what you do, but don't waste your ult. And I even care about you, dear player.
Right, because if you were the coach of a team, you would support that team.
I would.
I know you currently support none of the players on stage, but...
Well, that's an interesting way to phrase it.
Your words, not mine. Would you support MIBR to make a comeback?
I would support a comeback in that I think it's fun to watch.
Okay.
I would
Very
be more supportive
fence-sitting of you.
I would be more supportive of maybe a fake comeback into a map 3.
Okay. Generous. We give the viewers a little bit more to work with here.
A bit of a taste. Let's see what G2 are up to, though.
Viper's Pit spent on the anti-eco here, just locking down B main.
Yeah. I think the answer will be to actually answer your question.
Oh,
I think
please do that.
Yeah, I think exploring A is good. With this more standard comp, you're always going to be able to do this. Slide in, go up, push Sayori away. Now she's in trouble and running.
But the counter Hunter's Fury, I mean, just 11.
Whoa, what was that?
Gives an advantage of one player. Still has control over A for MIBR.
But Chrissy, if I'm G2, not only do I feel supported, but I'm happy that they just used their ult on our eco round.
That's true. That's two ultimates. The Viper's Pit actually falling in B main. Very early rotation from Lisa. Cover going is interesting. Now Paranoia forces Sayori back shoulder to shoulder with Melissa. The wall over Link might be enough to get the plant. The smoke is a problem though, with that ping coming on through. Sayuri looking for a little bit of spam. Shock Dart kills the planter.
Oh.
So now Akita will pick up that spike. G2 don't really have any options, don't have anywhere to go. At this point, the Sage Wall boxes them into the site as much as it keeps MIBR out. Vanya with a good shot and a couple. Surely this is not how we do it here. Not another Vanya 3K,
Really
not
should
another
be
Vanya
this
4K. Not with 7 HP. Vanya.
Oh my god.
For the ace.
Is it?
Vanya waiting. Sees the.
Let's go! Congrats!
That wasn't supposed to be the round they won. But Vanya casually ends Sunset. The number of kills.
Oh, wow. Good job, Vanya.
The rounds they kept MIBR to. After a tight OT, G2 bounced back and we head to map number 3.
And now dancing on opposite ends of the site. Inside of 2 separate smokes, it'll be Vanya on the first kill. G2 need to see some enemies, need to see something before Bastarda just tears them all down. 3 in the round for both. A 4 needed, Bastarda will take it for MIBR.
Oh my god. I need a fucking break, bro. Oh my goodness.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Like they say, I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. 1, 2, 3, I don't know who else to be. 4, 5, 6, like they say, I can't be fixed. 1, 2, 3, your attention's all I need. 4, 5, 6, don't let it slip. I don't have any favorite. Just give me it.
Yep, that's a good break. Alright, but
Even if it hurts a bit, I think I will.
crazy. Okay. I mean, they did get that in the bag a little bit early on. So they did secure that, but now we're gonna win. They're gonna win. What's the last map? I did not. I forgot. What's the next map? I forgot. Split, I think. Split seems to have like really tight like win scores, if I remember correctly from yesterday. Please don't quote me on this. I am not an avid esports watcher. I just got into this. I just got into esports again because of the Cat's Eye Valorant collaboration. So I'm nothing more than a music girly here that just happens to play Valorant and just very curious about what's happening, you know, what's going on. Either way, I wonder if I can complete this entire thing today. I think I can deal with like a 5 today, and then like I'm gonna do my other commission as well. But I'm not too sure still. Oh, I forgot to put her nail polish here. Oh god. In my ear.
G2 goes and say not quite yet. They come back on Sunset versus MIBR in a really dominant fashion. I mean, you look at the first map and you look at what a hit G2 goes and must have taken. I was actually worried for them. Coming into Sunset, that mental comeback that they needed, not just because it was, you know, coming off of the loss of map 1, but also because you look back at Sunset versus MIBR in that rematch, and the scoreline of that was devastating for G2 Goes, and the fact that they're able to take it this time around is such a win for them.
They changed the composition. They decided to go somewhere, as we were saying,
I like
where
that
they
comp.
do not. You like it?
I like that comp.
You like it?
Looks familiar?
Might know a thing or two about that one.
Yeah.
May have invented that comp, some would say.
May have invented that comp.
But they play it better, I'm not gonna lie. They actually played it way better than us.
Oh, you liked it more? No, yeah. I think that especially of course, the defense is more of what we saw from them. Vanya, just Vanya, Vanya. That is all I have to say.
Just Vanya. That's just Vanya.
The amount of times during just today and yesterday that we've seen her in 6, 7 HP, being good for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, and for 5, like that last round, it does absolutely not make sense.
Yeah, and by the way, throughout the whole series, plus 22. Remember, she was also popping off on bind. It's not like this is just a one map wonder type of thing. But
Turkish
going back
player.
on the Omen,
Am I right?
Turkish aim for sure.
Yep.
It's
Turkish
absolutely
aim.
popping off ridiculous. And I think SRN had a really tough time trying to pick on where to go, because when you play against that comp, you have a threat of a chamber constantly. You have Sage slows that can slow you down because you're playing that Neon. And then if you're not running into them, you're running into Vanya, who's honestly has a hot hand right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Vanya is just insane, and we're gonna keep talking about her all throughout this series because it seems as though, as you mentioned, she's being so consistent. This isn't just like, you know,
I'm so jealous of that. I'm never consistent in VALO. I want to be in VALO, dude.
consistent all throughout this series. But of course, we also have to give it to Petra, who was bringing some amazing vibes, which is exactly what
God. Finally got to do this.
Girl, let it all out. That is exactly what we need to hear.
I absolutely love
Oh,
and even when we're observing Petra, the way that she's
That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good.
the way that she's trying to keep everything on track in so many of those rounds. We see her controlling mid, just making sure that she makes the right call, the right movement, that she's keeping everything in track for
Yep.
them to be able
Okay.
to perform on this
You
round.
look away for 1 second, then you come back and realize how much mistakes you've made. Not great, not great.
Like that, a loss very similar to how they lost the series against Liquid, right? So I think when you have a player that's able to actually step up and kind of make things a little bit more fun again by being hype in those moments, it just
Yeah.
makes everybody feel a lot more relaxed, and across the board you saw
Petra's
everybody having their moment
wonderful
on that
to
match.
have as a teammate.
Yeah, you need those vibes. It also helps you remember,
Eh?
like, you know, who you are, why you play this game, right? And
Yeah.
that's all you need sometimes going into
Eh?
an important series.
Oh shit, let's
You
just
know, with
multiply.
those kind of
Fuck.
vibes, sometimes it doesn't feel like it, but this is an elimination match, and we are going into map number 3. So
Yep,
the stakes are
elim match.
high, and I have to give it to G2 Goes in for this one. The mental, the comeback for this was just absolutely outstanding from them.
So what do you make about this comp, Dre? Like, what is it that you
Yes,
really
tell-
like
tell-
about
tell
it?
us
Like,
more,
they
tell
decide
us
to make
more.
the change.
Yeah.
I know they have my thoughts. I want to know yours.
So specifically when you're starting on that defensive side, it's just so tough to deal with. You can do cringe stuff like this where you sage wall over and see past the top mid smoke that a lot of players like to use. That maybe get
I'm not this eventually, so this one is working out for me.
Stopping power that you have. I mean, we didn't see this Viper get any value because there was this active reclears, and sometimes you could throw a slow here too. You don't need to this time, but the way that you're able to maneuver around the map, like you're not getting this trade in the slow. It's just never gonna happen.
I love to see the versatility, and I wanted to check out this first 20 seconds of the round because, yes, we see the wall. We see what I saw during the entire defense is that the tools that they had, they used to the best of their ability. Every single default was different. Every single way that they were taking mid and putting pressure.
I think I'm getting much faster each
And for them now,
emote
starting
still
on the
though.
defense, I want to see
So
the same kind
I'm
of
very glad with that
creativity.
at
I want to
least.
see them bringing out ideas and not falling into those mistakes. As you said, Mika, this is elimination. Everything is on the line. Vanya's going to go 3 for 3 with those controllers that she plays, and I'm absolutely.
Oh my god, right. This one's gonna be a little bit
Heading
hard to
straight
do.
into map number 3 with
All
all
right.
agents selected. It's looking like a mirror match here. Oh my gosh, Petra, she's feeling it right
Okay.
now.
I think that's gonna be it for me. I have 5 emotes here. That's already been good. I think I can do another like commission kind of like deal with it off stream. But for now, I think these 5 are pretty good. Are a pretty good like capstone for a bit.
The Prowlers, please, please, please. Let's re-clear things properly. For the side of MIB.
Nice. Alright, so that's gonna be it for me for now. I'm gonna continue watching Valorant. Yeah, I'm gonna continue watching Valorant off stream. But for now, I am going to be stopping my stream because 5 emotes. And I am quite tired. I know. I'm sorry, but like still. Onyx. Oh, sure. I can mark that as well. Okay. But for now, I will be stopping streaming. I will get this to my client, and I'm gonna take a bit of a break. Maybe I can crochet while listening in. That would be good. Yeah. Thank you everybody so much for coming by. Thank you. I will now be ending my stream. It's been a good 2.5 hours of doing work. But I think I need a little bit of break from work, so I'll be stopping my stream for now. I am still kind of recovering from my exams. And I will continue watching MIBR and G2. Alright. Bye everyone!